Avast and ahoy, good day once again to ye mateys. I be Josh the Pirate, and it brings me a tremendous cartful of pleasure to once again welcome ye to the Humblewood. To me screenwriter, have me hearty crew, the lustrous Big Viking Mitch, the lissom AJ Winters, the lion-hearted D-Rab, and the lovable Rachel Foodcar. And behind the scenes today, we have the learned Vegemite Dangerous. We must also shout out our laudable artist, Brepai, for the fantastic art you will be seeing this evening. Jude Littleford on the screen there for you to enjoy. And our sponsors, the Deck of Many, who wrote the book that we are going from, broadly speaking, and also Node One Internet, who sponsor the whole damn channel, and we're very grateful to them for that. You can check out the cool stuff they do in the chat. We've got the links to their stuff. Brepai's up there at the moment. So yeah, you should check them out. Go and do the stuff, discount codes and all that stuff. Right, final ep, big ep. The heroes we want to be. I'm gonna need a recap on what happened last ep. Jude, it's not your turn.
But it's the last night.
I know. How about you do a recap at the on the table talks?
Okay.
That's actually a brilliant idea. Well done.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Thank you, God.
Thank you.
It's like this is my job.
May I?
Please
May
do,
the
Helvig.
recap? Okay, so previously we are in the aftermath of the elemental attack on the village, and we found out that it was not the only town that was burnt in recent months, and the bandits came to help out with their volley of arrows. Found out that they were helping people and were led by this really intimidating guy called Crawl and this really diplomatic person called Shyla.
Yeah.
And Jude walked over to Crawl and they had a nice conversation, and we were invited along with the refugees to go to the bandit fortress. And thinking we have to go there anyway, we decided that we should just help out and go with the flow of people. Silva, Olaf, and Halfdan didn't want to leave though, and needed encouragement from Trish. Oh, also the electrician, Nevermore. Mevernor are now
yes, good.
Blood brothers and sisters to Silva Cornerstottir.
I roll.
And and before leaving, we went back. Well, I went back to where the elementals were and soaked in the vibes. And I tried to not get my friends worried about me, but Jude was on top of it. And I should count myself lucky. We traveled to the crest. Trish dirtied Nevermore because he kind of stands out because he's posh, and so make him blend in with the bandits. Also, Carl talked with Krish, and she managed to, I think, seemingly deflect most of his inquiries and trying to find out that Nevermore's son Lazarus. We also found out her parents are at the bandit fortress for some reason. And then we got to the crest, and weapons were pointed at us, and it was, I'm mad and see that they would know I have silver spikes, and Jude is really bubbly and not forgettable, and Nevermore's the son of Lazarus, and Trish was a bandit, so it makes sense that they knew, and we played a key part on Frey Meridan's death, so this whole diplomatic thing is not going well, and we were detained. Trish, well, I was gonna say we were detained gracefully, but Nevermore kind of got punched in the gut twice, and Trish was screaming her heart out until she was gagged. So I think it wasn't as graceful, but I like to think so. We ended up on separate cells, and Jude was really sad being isolated from everyone. She did manage to be on the same cell as Trish after Kroll came down and shared stories about Lazarus and Nevermore and him kind of bonded over how shitty Nevermore's dad is. But it didn't help our scenario. They didn't want to let us go until a few days. And I don't know what's gonna happen in a few days. Trish had her lockpick still. She managed to sneak it in, and I managed to sneak in some bugs for a animal messenger spell, and I did manage to send it. I just kind of had to wait. And then Olaf came down and was going to bust us out with stuff. But at Nevermore's behest, we shouldn't leave because that will squander our diplomatic position even further. So here we are, waiting, and waiting is just the worst part of it all, I think. And that's it.
Well, mateys, that was that was very solid. Thank you, Helvig.
Good job, Helvig.
It's like you feel like you're in a bad spot. You've gotten almost exactly where you aim to be. Like you're off by gnat's wing. So I must also remind our charming, delightful, and just gosh darn lovely audience to please like, follow, and subscribe to all the things. We have all the socials overseen by the fabulous AJ Winters, and you can catch up on the episodes you missed on YouTube. Well, guys, can I get you to do a little bit of an intro about who the hell you are? Why are people here to watch you? Rachel, tell us why the hell we would know you from anything.
I'm in all kinds of things, baby.
Damn straight you are.
Yeah, I got Twitter. I got Instagram.
Yes, she does.
Rachel Fukar, because no one's ever taken that username ever. And I have a podcast called A Beginner's Guide to the Occult. And I wrote a book that's coming out next year called The Rings of Mars. Get amongst it. And I'm going to be at the Fringe Festival. The B-Plot Girls. Be there or be square. Rachel out. Mike.
Wow.
Well, I think that's my favorite moment. Rachel, that was amazing. Yeah, Rachel does have a book. It's comedy sci-fi. Enjoy that. Yeah, Rachel's a very clever and marvelous and creative person. You should like all of her stuff, otherwise she will come to your house and she will cut you.
I will fight you, yes.
Mitch, follow that.
Well, I woke up about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah,
not even lying. I may or not have slept through an alarm that I set and woke up 10 minutes before we were to go live. But how you doing, everybody? I'm Big Viking Mitch, and you can find me on Twitter and on Twitch at Big Viking Mitch because I just started streaming again on the weekend. So that's cool. And I today will be playing Nevermore, who has in the past been known as Mevanor. And I'm really looking forward to today to see whether or not I should have accepted the offer to get out of prison, or whether or not we've made the right call. We shall see.
Is there a right call to make?
Mic drop! Did
Did
I do it right, Trish?
It was close.
You did great. You did great.
It was probably all the dirt. Dan, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Dan, also known as D-Rab. You know me here as Helvig. Not that, but otherwise, I'm not that big on social media. I'm such an elusive creature, like a shiny Pokemon. But here I am, spreading the love, hoping for the best, and well, hopefully you guys are with us and give us the good vibes, because I'm real scared about this whole thing. My mic drop.
Oh God. I feel like you frazzled everyone, Rachel.
I'm sorry. I came at
This
you with
is
the
so
manic
threatening.
energy.
That was definitely
sorry,
some big rage
Rachel.
energy. That was
There's
some big
loads
rage
of
energy
reasons
for
why
sure.
people would know you.
Hi, I'm AJ Winters. You would know me because my face is everywhere. I am on all the shit, and I do the socials on Roll
why
for
I know you.
Damage. I am in Humblewood on Mondays and Thursdays. I DM the Academy of Xandar. Very cool show. And I also have a fringe show in February called AJ's Box. Don't ask questions yet. More info to come.
Just leave it there. Just put that box out there.
Oh, mic drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I am Josh the Pirate, I'm just thoroughly used to being outshone by these guys, so hell, why not? Let's just let them continue. Yeah, if you like my voice and face, you can find me here on Roll for Damage on Monday nights for this week, last week, and that's it, and then I'm fucking stopping doing it for a while. But then you can check me out on the Game on Australia on Friday nights with our producer Veg, where we play in the Eberron setting, which is going to be rather fun, and hopefully we actually play a game next week. And if you don't particularly care for the face, but you don't mind the voice, you can check out the podcast There Be Dragons, where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Scan Felspar. So that's all of us. Mateys, may unexpected hedgehogs appear when you need them, and not take offense when you decline their assistance, as we venture one final time, into the Humblewood. Was that good, Mitch?
I don't know why I found that funny.
Unexpected hedgehogs is a fun phrase to say.
Maybe I'm laughing to keep the tears away.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I am going to die.
Well, we return to the cells beneath the Crest Fortress. On one side of the aisle, we have Nevermore and Helvig in their individual cells, and across from Nevermore, we have Trish and a very claustrophobic Jude sharing another. The cells are clean and honestly don't look overly well used. Olaf the Hedge, who offered to help you out, and you were like, "Nah, we're good," has just left. And about 20 seconds after he does, Jimbo, your jailer, Jimbo the jailer, who wasn't named by me, I believe it was Firewing Mumbo did Jimbo, and his two mates, they snap out of whatever it was Olaf did to them. And you hear a, what? Woo. What the hell? What happened there? And then Jimbo sticks his head around the corner and says, do you guys see or hear anything just then?
No.
Sworn a dude came down and, like, with food.
Did you have a dream?
I
have
want what
dreams
you're
all
on.
the time.
Can you make a deception check, one of you with advantage?
Whoop, whoop.
Whoever does it first.
Me.
Jimbo Bean, the Joe Bean. Yep.
Deception.
And he
That's
goes,
deceptive. Good job.
huh. Yeah, weird.
Is this the Jabane?
Yes.
Oh.
Should be with disadvantage.
Yeah, well, it was, yeah, we call it even. And yeah, she still got it. And he goes, huh. Guys? And they're like, yeah, no. That was weird. That he's
That's
not.
right.
And they go to the door and check up the stairs, but he's not there. And they're like, huh. Oh, well. Not doing super great guards, but you did convince them that nothing happened. And partially the spell does make them a little confused. So, breakfast is brought about 2 hours later by a servant woman who is very clearly not a warrior. She's I don't want to say elderly, but she's an older person. It's pretty basic: bread, cheese, some nuts.
Cheese.
Love those nuts.
Don't kick them. So you won't go hungry, but yeah, it's sort of hardtack cheese, not nothing special. But yes, it's hard cheese. She's like, oh, good. I'm glad someone likes it. But other than that, you've basically been left to your own devices.
Can we get the ocarina for Jude by chance?
Oh, they wouldn't have confiscated the ocarina.
Oh. Jude, please.
Who
play me a song. Yes, a song, if you could.
Ooh,
I'm a little bit
okay.
disheartened.
Don't you have a harmonica or something?
Lifting. Yes,
Something
yeah.
uplifting. Okay.
Something uplifting.
Okay.
Helvig is a cheese spike. Yeah, performance check, Jude, for whatever it is you're going to play.
No, you just put marshmallows, all marshmallows on Helvig's back and then like hover him over a fire.
That would get very uncomfortably warm very quickly, I think. They are metal.
I don't feel good about this plan.
Perfect. Because there's
Want
nothing
me
in
to
the canon
play?
suggesting that she knows how to play this instrument. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Okay. I was working on a song. Do you want to hear my new one?
Just play the song, please.
Okay.
And
Trust you, Jude.
at this
Nevermore.
point,
Incredible.
Jimbo comes and leans on the wall so he can watch as well.
Jimbo, please.
He's
Jimbo,
like, I'm not going to
excuse
say
me.
anything. I'm just watching. I'm just listening. I mean, I'm going to have to listen anyway. I might as well watch. I'm in the
You
same
okay?
room.
Ooh,
Oh.
ooh, 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 ooh. Jude. Ooh, 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 ooh. Jude. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jude.
Jude,
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh.
sing along if you know this one.
Jude.
I,
Catchy, I love it.
I do a polite clap.
I'm actually crying. Like Nevermore's crying in the other cell.
Nevermore. Are you okay?
Oh, just I'm going to miss that sound.
I can play it again.
Please do.
Ooh, ooh,
Oh.
ooh. Jude. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Jude, I'm so grateful you exist. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jimbo. Jimbo,
Yeah.
is there any chance we could have some visitors? We've been told,
Yes.
we've been okayed by, I was about to say Riffin, but no, Kral. Definitely the wrong one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. We've
Uh,
had visitors okayed by Kral, so is there any chance we could see some people?
yeah, look, it's all a bit hectic up there at the moment. There's a sort of fairly major mobilization, but
Why?
yeah. Because there's a fairly major mobilization.
Doing what?
I'm pretty confident I'm not allowed to tell you.
No, you can.
No, I don't think I can.
You just say it.
Well, what are we
No,
gonna
I'm physically
do? We're in
capable of
prison.
expressing the words, yeah,
So
but
why
I'm
don't you?
because I'm not supposed to, possibly, probably.
What?
Let's be honest, probably.
You can. You
Oh,
can do
boy.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
come on.
Jude, make a persuasion check.
Why are you peer pressuring this guy to
Yeah,
spill
it's just like-
secrets?
What is it going to matter? We're locked behind bars anyway.
16?
Ooh.
Yeah. Come on.
He's like, I mean, okay. Some of them are going off to perform relief work. Some of them are guarding a refugee column that's coming in from. No, not Salvation's Reach. What's the word I'm looking for? Blanking on the name.
Someplace.
Yeah, just calling. He'll say refugees coming in from the Reach. Trying to name. Oh wow.
Winnowing?
No, not Winnowing Reach. There's another one. Salazar. There you go. It was at Salazar's Reach, which is on the far side of the mountain. And there's a couple of other ones that I'm definitely not allowed to mention. So yeah.
Do I make you frazzled?
He goes, and then he moves his head right close to yours. He says,
Ooh.
"Do I make you frazzled?"
Fireflies.
Definitely do. I mean,
No.
Mood lighting engaged.
Well then, no, right back at you.
Dance again. Got no rhythm.
Anyway,
Trish camouflages into the wall to give you privacy.
yeah, Trish, can I get a stealth check? No, no, you're a map at. You don't need to really. He's like, well, I should probably go back to being a guard.
If you must.
Yeah, I probably should. So he goes back and he basically him and his two mates take it in turns to actually physically watch you guys, or at least watch the doors of your cells. They're not like peering in through the doors or anything, but they're like just making sure that you're not messing with the lock or anything. And they spell each other every hour or so.
What the fuck, Jimbo? You're supposed to get us a visitor. You just
said,
came
yeah.
here and flirted with one of the prisoners.
Sorry, yeah, I did get distracted on that.
Oh, snap,
we
we've
had
got raid.
a raid, dreaded GM.
Raid!
Welcome,
Hey-o.
Raiders. You've got us at the very beginning of the session, so I don't need to recap on anything. Nothing has changed since last time. They're stuck in a basement dungeon.
Lucid Viking.
That's where we're at. So,
Josh,
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I'd like to just say that Pier's still outside, right?
yes.
Every now and again, I will check through Pier's eyes to see if there's
Oh,
any
sure.
commotion.
There is some, you can see troop movements through them. Like several, large groups of bandits are being deployed. He's not full of shit. This is completely true. There is, he says, today is a bit hectic, but visitors, I'll see what I can do in the evening. But right now, there's a lot going on. But it's not a no. It's a probably not right now.
Do I
All
see
right,
Benna?
Jimbo.
Sorry.
Do I see Benna through Pier just from where he is?
Roll a perception check.
Go get him, my
No, you.
little pseudo dragonfly friend.
It's a musical tonight,
Perception.
isn't it?
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, probably at some point you do spot. You do spot a servant sort of giving directions and stuff. Yeah. With a bandana over one eye. It's a red bandana.
Oh.
Is that how the eyes work?
That's yeah.
Cool. You see that.
Jimbo.
He goes, yeah.
Are they raiding the city again?
I mean, no. Why? No, they're not.
Insight!
Took
Yeah.
you a while to answer that, Jimbo.
Hesitation.
He's like, because I'm not really supposed to tell you one way or the other, but seeing as they're not, no, they're not.
Okay.
Oh,
Can I
Seems
like
legit
do
to
a
me,
minor
Sounds
Jimbo.
roll?
completely
I
believable.
trust you, Jimbo.
Other people are welcome to incite it as well.
I'm inciting it. I'm suspicious of this. Jimbo.
I would just. I am not inciting because I'm focused in
Yeah.
using illusion
Trish,
to
he
make it more
equally.
sensual.
What? To make this interaction with Jude again. He actually hasn't gotten up. This is shouted from around the corner. He's like, no, they. Oh, fuck's sake. No,
Jimbo.
Trish, he does seem legit.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't. It wasn't a. Do I tell? It was very much a. I'm not supposed to really even engage with these guys.
But he wants to.
A little bit, yeah.
We're getting to him.
What's this wee business? Jude, the talentless ocarina player, is getting to him.
I'm
You're boring
I'm supporting
in
it
here.
with mood lighting.
Cool.
Jimbo, I'm bored.
We're bored, Jimbo.
Jimbo, it's been a couple hours now, and I've been awake, and I've got nothing to do.
Why don't you go
Give
back
the
to
nerd
sleep
a book,
then?
Jimbo.
None of you
'Cause
have
I-
gotten any. None of you have gotten more than like 5 hours sleep. No, I haven't either.
Nevermore do you want me to put on a puppet show using Trish's tail?
Oh my God, yes, please.
Yes.
Can it? Says Jimbo. Be quiet. Like not
No.
silent, but quiet. And then
Why?
he sticks his head around the corner and says, and bats his head at you, bats his eyelashes at you, and says, "Please."
Puppet shows are never quiet, Jimbo.
Yeah, Jimbo, just stick something in your ears, you sap.
He goes, "Oh, that's a good idea." Gets some of the spare cheese and just stuffs it in his ears.
What
He's
a
like,
waste of
"No,
cheese.
that's way better. That's way better."
You
All
could do
right, and
better,
then he,
Jude.
yeah.
Should I roll a performance check for
Nah.
my puppet show?
I mean, yeah. If Nevermore wants to determine how much he enjoys this, you're welcome to. But otherwise, I'm fine with you not doing that.
Yeah. I enjoy the fuck out of it. Any distraction's a good distraction.
A parodic and Navage tail. Oh dear. Okay, so a few hours pass. You sleep the day away, or you
Comply.
are entertained by a very odd puppet show. At regular intervals, Jimbo and the guards are replaced by new groups of guards, once every 5 hours or so. The first group are led by a Gerbine woman called Michaela, who introduces herself when she comes in. She comes in and just says, "Hello, I'm Michaela. If you need anything, give me a shout. If not, keep doing what you're doing."
Mhm.
And
What's your relationship with Jimbo, Michaela?
she's like, "Jimbo, not much. Why? He's nice enough lad. Bit young for me."
Okay.
She's for Jabine older. She's middle aged. She looks like she's been around the block a few times. She's seen some stuff.
Nevermore's going to repair his robes and clean all the dirt back off again because the ruse is up.
Yeah.
And I hate being filthy, so
Yeah.
I'm going to clean myself.
Noteworthily about Michaela, she actually doesn't have a tail. It's a nasty burn mark on the stump.
Oh, I feel that.
But she doesn't make note of it, and she seems fine without it.
Michaela, can I ask you something?
Sure.
I know this is a long shot because there's a lot of people staying here, but I don't suppose you know a couple named Lars and Yvonne Caper?
Would they be in the refugee camp?
I believe so, yes.
I'm afraid I can't say. I don't know them by name. I might know them to look at, but friends, family?
Family, yeah.
Oh.
That's okay. Just wanted to check.
No, that's okay. I'll ask around for them if you like.
Yeah. I just want to know if they're okay. They don't have to come down here.
Well, if they're here, they're okay.
Okay.
No attacks ever gotten into the crest.
Good. That's
I mean, if they came here, it was because they weren't okay. But they're
Yeah.
okay here. I mean, it probably looks a little different from inside a cell.
Yeah.
I get that. Like Kral was pretty specific about why you're in here, and that you're not. He doesn't think you're a threat, in an active sense, but that he basically is just sort of a keeping you and us apart for everybody's mutual interest.
That's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to know if they were okay, but if you don't know them, fine. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So she goes back to whatever she was doing.
Do we have visitors yet?
Hey, Trish.
Yeah?
Do you want to meet your parents down here?
I don't know if I want them to see me like this. I just want to know that they're safe.
Oh, okay. I was just going to offer to send one of them a message that we're here, but I think they would already know that we're here from your yelling.
Probably.
They might do. It's a fairly big castle, and it was the middle of the night. Is nowhere, and there was no small amount of commotion from like 400 or 500 refugees arriving anyway. So it's not as likely as you might think. It wasn't completely silent. She was the only person screaming in the middle of the night. But they might do. And yeah, his point is a good one.
Yeah, maybe I will send them a message. Just that I'm safe and that I love them.
Can you describe, well, who do you want the message to? Can you describe them for me? I can send one of my friends to tell them.
Yeah, send it to my dad. He looks like me, but a bit taller and a man, and he's got a big scar on his left forearm.
Okay.
It's covered in fur.
I cast my animal messenger for the day.
Yeah.
On a man that looks like a map patch man that looks like Trish, that's taller, with the scar on the left forearm.
Yeah,
Say,
that'll probably do
wait,
it.
what do you want? What do you want me to say? I have 25 words.
Hi, it's
I do word for
Trish.
word. For just.
I'm in the dungeon, but I'm safe, and I love you very much, and I miss you, and I hope you're safe.
And I hope you're...
I would love it if it cuts off.
Oh.
And I hope you're... Hope you what? Was it 26 words?
It was 24.
Oh, I might
okay.
have miscounted.
Okay.
Nevermore.
I really wanted to be to 26. And I hope you're...
Awful.
I hope you're dead!
Like,
Oh no!
God,
you could
please.
really, really mess with people. All right. Yeah, you do that. A little while later, probably 4 or 5 hours later, a new group of guards come in. This group led by a hedge, a non-silver one, and they don't even really introduce themselves. But yeah, it's like sort of tags out with Michaela's group. And Michaela comes back and says, Sylph will take care of you from here on out. And I reckon Jimbo's probably going to be on the next shift in. He'll organize any visitors you want.
okay, thank you.
I'll probably see you tomorrow. Have a good night. And she leaves. You can infer Sylph is the hedge. Is there anything more you want to do while you're down here, or are you happy to just continue on? Right. Toward the end of the afternoon, a commotion comes from the staircase. It's a woman's voice, a deeper one. It's clearly arguing with a Gerbine man. Trish and Jude, you can see, because you have an angle on the staircase and the door, you can see Jimbo backing through the door, trying and very clearly failing to impede the progress of a tall servant woman. She is missing an ear and
Hey-o.
wears a bandana over her left eye.
Can I
She is
get a
wearing
banner?
a yellow tabard over half-plate armor and moves with the easy grace of a confident fighter and someone whose will is rarely questioned, as is happening now by a Gerbine male 1/3 her size.
Benna!
Yep, I get that. It's just that Kral said that these were his prisoners and that anyone wanting to talk to them needed to talk to him first. He was very specific about all of that. And you know how he is. He usually means what he says. Oh, do not you worry, Jiminy. I have no doubt at all Kral and I will be having words about compartmentalization of information before the day is out. Have no fear. I only wish to hear what they have to say. Now, up it. There's a good fellow. And take your chums with you. She nods to the guards. Jimbo looks defeated, but nods and gestures the others out of the room.
Bye, Jiminy.
Benna watches him leave, then picks up a stool and places it basically where Kral sat the night before. Places herself upon it and looks at the four of you. Well, what an interesting group of people I have here. First, I am hearing from the latest group of refugees that some of them have been taken prisoner. This is then repudiated by my fellow General Kral. Next, I am awoken by an insect buzzing around my head, repeating the same message a half dozen times, which startled me so much I nearly squashed it. Then, this morning, I am asked by a subordinate to involve myself as she says you are her friends and that she owes you this much. So, perhaps you are telling me what it is you came here to say.
Who wants to take it?
Ooh, Jude.
Of course,
Go
Jude.
for
Why
it,
did you
Jude.
even ask?
Take it away, Jude.
Hello, I am Jude Potato Sack, and I am Aged Bean.
Not a good start, Jude.
Particularly
You're,
as I know,
you're quite clearly a Jabeen, Jude.
Okay.
particularly,
Just
and
let her talk.
Benna says, particularly as I know her name is Jude Littlefoot.
Mm-hmm.
Try to tell the truth. It will get
Okay.
you better places.
I only said potato sack because most people do call me that unless they are my friend, and then it is the Littlefoot kind. Anyway, Jude would like to say that we are here on a diplomatic mission because we believe that fire and death is bad, and we would like to gather many, many people to defeat it or save it. Whatever we need to do to stop it from happening. That is our mission.
Do you have a more specific request? Possibly
Yes.
a proposition?
Yes, we do. Hello, my name is Nevermore.
I know.
I have a father.
Yes.
I'm not going to say his name anymore because he's a piece of shit, apparently. We have had a number of interactions over the past week or two with bandit kind, and basically everything led us to a point where we were in front of the Council of Alderheart, and we were asked, rewind. We were told that the only reason why Alderheart at this current point in time is unable to help with the situation sparking up in the Scorched Grove is the fact that there's so many attacks being caused by the bandits. Now, I understand why you're attacking. You need food. You're being essentially ignored and left alone, but it kind of seems to me, at least, that the reason why you're being left and not helped is because they're scared and they're in a position where they can't leave Alderheart because they're too busy trying to defend themselves. And meanwhile, everything happens in the Scorched Grove and everybody's dying and everybody hates the citizens of Alderheart for it. But essentially, we did speak to the Council of Alderheart, and they requested a couple things from yourselves, from the Bandit Coalition. One of them I don't think is going to happen, and that is to lay down arms, because let's face it, we've had enough interactions with members from the Bandit Coalition to know that there is zero trust for the citizens, and particularly the Council of Alderheart. And I know you're not going to lay down your weapons. And honestly, why would you? Because you're also trying to defend your homes. And Trish, Nevermore's forgotten the second. What was the second thing?
To band together to solve the problem.
That sounds about right.
They refuse to help with the Scorched Grove as long as the bandit threat is there. And to be honest, they wanted us to attack you, but we refused. We wanted to negotiate. So that's why we're here. We just want to come to some sort of peace so that we can all focus on the real problem, which is the Scorched Grove.
She sits and thinks for a minute. And then she turns back to Nevermore and says, I would take issue with your implications that they are only staying in Alderheart because of the attacks. They stayed in Alderheart long before the attacks began.
They're dicks.
As to all of these raids by the Bandit Coalition, sadly, not all bandits are members of the Bandit Coalition. I cannot, nor have I ever tried, to control all the bandits in the Humblewood. But it is of note that between Kral and myself, quite a few, maybe 2/3, in some way or another answer to us. We share co-equal responsibility here, and his feelings are probably quite well known.
Yes. The fist imprint to my stomach.
I myself, yes, he is a direct man. I myself have my own reasons for not trusting this council. Perhaps you have heard the story. My mother was a famous seeress and also village elder, well respected. And she foretold the rising again of the Scorched Grove. 5 years before. She called it to the week. But no action was taken. So my village burned down, my mother died, because there was not the people there to help stop it. There was not the belief from the authorities above her that it needed to be stopped, or that it would happen at all. This whole calamity was predicted 5 years before. The council did nothing and have continued to do nothing. The raids, I think, my friend, you are seeing a small part of a much larger thing. And that is sad. And not entirely unexpected. And then she looks at Helvig and says, you, sir, have been very quiet. Do you have anything to add?
Down at the ground and look up and say, my friends covered pretty much all of it. I do agree that I think all the council has been lax with helping people, but this situation isn't gonna be better if we continue to fight amongst ourselves and not at the essentially disaster that's approaching us. I do have a question, if I may.
You may.
Did your mother ever say what was causing it, or ways to not make it happen anymore?
Unfortunately, she did not. I believe she would have if she knew. There is a legend.
What is the legend?
The first burning, a great fire. It was coming. It burned a lot of the wood. And eventually it was fought back. But it took a long time. And finally, the fires, they consumed so much. They burned so much. People, animals, lives taken. The myth, the legend, is that it took those lives and almost became alive itself. The fire has never really died. It withdrew. Eventually, it was fought back with powerful magics and hard yakka.
Sorry.
She said it in a sort of a... I've picked up some local nomenclature. I know how you guys speak over here.
I would
And-
not say hard yakka, good lord. No.
It is now contained, but history tells us that every now and again, some 50 years or so, a flare up, it comes out and burns a few little bits. This is the worst, though, by a long shot. There is something... You know, I had never thought of it before. My mother may not even have thought of it. She only could predict things that were instigated by something that is alive. Natural events, truly, natural events, she couldn't see them. A mind has to be at work. It only just occurred to me.
So
She always said she could not see. It was not nature she saw, but people.
So
Person would want to do this.
there's someone behind it?
Possibly. It is... There's in the legend a story of a team of powerful wizards, sorcerers, who contained the spirit of the fire. But no binding of a creature like that. I am no wizard. But no binding of anything like that could be 100%. That's why the grove is still burning to this day.
I hummed the song I heard. Did I hear it? I heard it in the
The song from
With
the
the-
Dancing Goblins.
yeah,
Yeah.
and see if I get a recognition from Benna.
She smiles and says, "This song has been on a lot of people's minds of late.
He
You're
heard
not
it
the
too.
only one to have fought the elementals. You get too close, you'll hear it."
Mm.
So, to the topic at hand,
Yes, if we might,
Yeah.
yes.
can you tell me exactly what the offer is?
The
What?
offer?
Alderheart wants, yes,
Hmm.
but what Alderheart offers?
Well, it seemed like Alderheart were offering to deal with the issue. And really, I would say, given that they require you to disarm, that they're planning to take it on themselves. Because why would they ask you to disarm?
No, yes,
So-
no, you wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want an armed bandit coalition in any
I
other
know.
situation?
It's absolutely stupid.
I thought they were. Didn't they call for like a ceasefire? Just like while this stuff is happening.
And she looks and says, "Did they?" Like, but doesn't say it, but like gives you the look of.
Nevermore
that sounds good,
would
did they?
know. Nevermore
Yeah.
knows word for word what happened
Mm.
because he's got that memory.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Big Viking
don't
Mitch
know.
does not have a memory.
I actually don't remember either.
Yeah,
I
thank
think
God.
I think you're probably in the clear to offer a ceasefire.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was certainly the gist of what they were aiming for. I don't think they gave you explicit permission to offer a ceasefire, but they are looking basically for a ceasefire. So, yeah, I don't think it would be beyond the realms of possibility to say they're trying for one.
I'm getting
So she
Yeah.
says, she takes it and says, I tell you what I am doing. I will go with you. But you, nevermore, son of Lazarus.
Don't say his name, please.
Unfortunately, I must. And you, Jude Littlefoot. And you, Helvig Dewpoint. And you, Trish Caper. You will take responsibility for my life.
Okay.
This is the deal I make with you. Because if I am going with you to Alder Art, I am putting my life on the line. Someone must start trusting someone. And I am okay with being the bigger man. And she's pretty big. She's nearly 7 foot tall. She is a large lady. And she doesn't have horns. She turns and says, yes.
I, as the paladin of Gaspard, would happily lay my life for yours. If it means that more lives will not die and we can defeat the fire and death. I pledge this to you.
I accept the pledge.
Benna, can I just ask, if I might, you going there and agreeing to something is wonderful, but you've kind of shown us that Kral and yourself are on a level pegging, and it was very, very, well, Kral made it incredibly clear that he did not want you speaking to us because you're soft-hearted and you wish you wish for good things.
Her lips quirk at that.
And so I question what it will achieve, given that you don't speak on behalf of the entire coalition, and regardless of what you agree upon, Kral's still going to have a say.
I speak on behalf of enough of the coalition. What Kral will say, and those that will listen, are relatively minor. If I have the agreement, if I can walk into Alder Art, get an agreement, and then come back, most will take this as trust enough.
Well,
I cannot
See it
speak for
done.
all. You are never going to get all of the coalition to disband. That was never happening, I am afraid. But there is another issue with Kral.
Mhm.
Well, as you say, it tried to keep you from me. This is not what co-equal governors do. This is actually good for you. And any convincing we have to do. Because he has acted in a... he has done basically what he is accusing all the art of doing. He is subterfuging. Trying to think of the proper way to phrase that. But he is hiding things. He is disguising things. He is lying. I asked him this morning who the people in the cells were. He is telling me they are not to be worried about. He means well. I genuinely believe this. He also has been hurt,
Oh, yes, he has.
as you know well. Dissembling, yes, thank you. But that is no excuse. So, it will be a weapon in my arsenal when I am convincing the coalition. But first we must see what Alderheart has to say. Yes,
What? Well, if we escort you to all the heart and like a mobilization thing is happening right now, what do you think will happen while you're not here?
the orders have been given. The mobilization is mostly Bengen. And in the few cases where it is not, Alderheart's forces are not the ones you need to worry about.
Okay.
I pledge my life, just as Jude has, to protecting you and ensuring that you reach the Council of Alderheart and you are given your opportunity to negotiate with them. I will warn you one thing, and that is that not everybody on the entire council was sympathetic to the plight of, I guess, the people of the Humblewood. But know that from what I could see, and my friends and companions here might be able to back me up, a lot of them were. And I truly do think that they intend to negotiate with you and to come to an agreement. They don't believe it's going to happen. They kind of laughed a little bit when we said we wanted to negotiate rather than to deal with you.
She nods and says, "This is the problem for everyone. No one can believe trust. But things have gotten bad enough that they're willing to take the risk by sending someone in their stead. I notice none of them are walking into my clutches."
Oh Lord, no.
You are the better person.
I don't know about that, my young friend, but I am going to try to be the better person in this instance. I have done horrible things.
We all have. I've killed people.
Yes, you have killed Frey Meriden, actually, which
Oh, yes.
it was problematic, though, and will earn you the undying enmity of Kral. I will warn you that now. He may not have shown it to you, but Frey was like a daughter to him. And
Oh,
he knows
that's-
that you were the one who've ended her life.
Kral seems like a person with absolutely dreadful taste in people and in actions, so I don't particularly care about his opinion, and I wouldn't if I were you, Jude. But I am willing to do whatever I can to put an end to this ridiculous feud, and if it means defending you, Frey Meriden, then that is exactly what I will do. I'm in.
Benna Seridan.
Benna Seridan.
I'm assuming that you
I'm
got
mad.
the name right.
Yes.
I'm assuming you got the name right. Don't worry, we'll retcon that.
Thank you.
Edit it.
And then she looks at Helvig, sort of like,
I cannot say with great confidence like Jude and Nevermore has to throw my life for yours, but I will be there and I will do what I can to make sure all three things you listed happen.
I can ask nothing more. Thank you, all of you. Oh yeah, that there is a picture of Benna Seridan. I don't know how long it's been there. But
I've
yeah,
seen the picture.
that's
Dope.
who is currently talking.
Ass.
And she says, for my part, you have my vow that this will not fail. This endeavor will not fail because of my action.
You did seem like you wanted it to happen. We did get to see a letter that you had written to the council. Wonderful handwriting, by the way, might I say. But
Thank you. My mother taught me.
I would also like to apologize for waking you up in the middle of the night with a beetle that repeated a message. That was my
She
doing.
chuckles and says, I was not asleep.
Okay.
But
so,
thank you for your apology.
how are we going to proceed from here, Benna? Because
I
don't
think we are
Kral
needing
wants
to
us
go
out.
as soon as we can, yes?
Good to me.
Are you ready to leave?
I had a few more things that I needed to do around the cell. Yes.
She's already standing up and going over to the table where the keys are and comes back and unlocks you. She says,
Okay. At this point,
oh yeah?
Josh, I'm gonna look through Pier and see if I see Kral.
Yeah. Where is Pierre? Like outside?
Outside.
Yeah, you see Crow.
What's he doing?
He's waiting.
Just waiting? No,
Yeah.
Nothing doesn't look like he's armed. Is he armed?
Oh, he's always armed.
Okay.
You assume
Or
he
just
doesn't
Crow?
seem to
Great.
be overly armed. He doesn't seem to have prepared himself for battle.
And it's just him.
No.
What else do I see? Please.
Hey Veg, do you want to put the map up?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Like you asked, so you do get to see. That was really good.
I knew
idea.
it. I was like, I don't feel bad about this.
So on the game, you can see now. I think the whole setup outside. You are going to be coming out of that little, not that one, the other one. Players should be on it. There we go. That little blue, that one. Yeah, the blinky, the spot right there. You're
Blinky
coming
bit.
out of there. Kral is standing by a statue, waiting. And you know that is the door to the cell, to the
And
dungeon.
Is this the door to the get the fuck out?
It's a way down to the outer keep.
Okay.
There's about 3 ways, but that's one of them. Yeah, it's not actually the one you came in, but yes.
Is Jimbo outside?
Do I see Jimbo?
Can I get a perception check?
Pierre, come on. Pierre. All right. Huh. Whoa!
Yeah, Jimbo's standing right next to Kral.
It's in the fancy
Oh
hat.
no, I don't
He's in
like
the fancy hat. That's Jimbo. He's standing above and to the right of Kral.
Oh my god. Guys.
Tyler is also there.
This disclaimer, I can't hear you right now. But Crawlin, Jimbo, and Shyla and that are outside. Just waiting. And I'm kind of
Oh.
concerned.
Hey, well, better to know.
And Benna goes, I hoped we would have more time. Then she opens the chest where your weapons are and says, you may be needing these. I am hoping that they will not be needed.
I'm going
But-
to take a moment to attune to my speedy boots.
You were already attuned. They were
You're
never
attuned.
removed. Yeah.
Good.
You
Good.
knew him down the hill.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Is that-
faster?
Is that like an exit? Just in case, like they get angry, can we just like run away?
It
Up
is.
there?
And
Never
you
mind.
can see that it is closed.
Oh. It's closed, but is that a potential exit?
And she says, is the bar across? You can't hear her.
Oh, sorry. If you said anything, I didn't hear you before.
I said, is the bar across? Yes.
Yes.
This is weird.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fire familiar, not.
She says, that is a problem, but Graal has to listen. He has to listen. Shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Okay.
Does anybody want to do anything before you go upstairs?
I want to hug everybody now that we're out of the cells finally.
Then it goes, that was a little forward.
I wouldn't hug Ben. I
I know.
would have bowed. I would have bowed and offered my hand to shake their hand.
She does. She takes it.
Thank you for talking with us. And
I will
Good
thank
luck.
you when all of this is over. Come, let us talk some sense into my comrades.
mhm.
And so you head up.
Yes, we do.
I go
Um,
first, please.
Sorry, what?
I would like to go first. I would like to stand at all times in front of Benna.
You're very welcome to. So, place yourselves on the map, people. Venice.
On the map arch.
On the map app.
Whoa, calm
Oh,
down.
right in the thick of things. Never
Ben-
mind
Ben-
now!
Benno gets to about there. So let's just, we just need a Trish.
Yep.
You emerge into the early evening light to find yourselves in a broad courtyard surrounded by high walls within the inner keep. There are a couple of ways out, a main gate to your left and a path leading to your right, which you figure snakes upward towards the redoubt at the very top of the mountain. In the center stands a statue of a strange creature. It's half horse, half sort of featherless bird person. It's a very strange creature. Its blade is raised in martial fury, though. And it doesn't have a beak or anything. It's got like a face sort of like a monkey, but hairless. Unlike the previous evening, where there was quite a lot of foot traffic and a general bustle of activity, now the place is pretty still. Which is not to say it's empty. There's a half dozen or so people up there. Leaning against the statue casually is Kral. And arrayed around him are a half dozen bandits, one of whom is Shyla and another is Jimbo. They're all quite well armed, with actually the notable exception of Shyla. She doesn't seem to carry any weapons at all. And Jimbo is standing next to Kral and looks at Jude rather awkwardly. Like he doesn't want to make eye contact with you or Benna. Well, what did I tell you? Kral says to the people around him. If she got even a sniff of legitimacy, she'd jump at it. Benna, you know you can't trust any offer they make. You, of all people, must know that. I am trusting to Ope, and these people, and if that is necessary, you can get me out of there. Someone has to start trusting, and I am happy to be the one.
I don't say anything. I don't do anything.
Grawl looks at you guys, actually, and he says, I think I was pretty clear with you people the last time I saw you that if I ever saw you again, there'd be trouble.
So you're
Doesn't
just going
need
to
to be.
detain us indefinitely for having committed no crime? Is that the sort of people you want to be?
No crime. Yeah. You haven't murdered any bandits. No, that's fine. I mean, we're not exactly a government here, are we, Benna? But we do have our own rules and code, and if we're trading with Oldahard, then we must be a recognized sort of authority, at which point we have our own rules, and and dismembering members of our organization would generally be considered against those rules. So if I'm holding you for anything, it's being murderers of bandits. Is that enough for you, Miss Caper?
No, actually, it's not. I'm going to leave now.
I can't let you go, Benna. You go, half the coalition goes with you, and you'll lead them into a trap that we will never recover from. No deal can be made with Oldahard, not one that we can believe they'll hold to. Better this ends here.
I have a question.
What?
You automatically think bad things are going to happen, so you hurt and kill your co-leader?
I haven't hurt or killed anybody yet
But
today.
you just threatened her.
And I don't automatically think bad things are going to happen. My experience, young lady, which is quite extensive, is that things do happen. Bad things happen, particularly when you rely on Alderheart.
But you are also causing bad things. You are threatening your co-leader.
Yes, I was causing terrible things when I saved hundreds of people yesterday.
That's not what
This ends here. I'm sorry it had to be like this, Benna. Take them.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Roll initiative.
Oh.
Jude pissed him off. She's like, he's making a valid point and you're not listening. Yeah.
In return.
Okay.
Oh wow.
That's good, Helvig. Very nice.
I have to add
Trish
Pia
as
onto
well.
the map too. Just
Yes.
chilling on the roof.
So Pia works in the same turn as you, remember.
Yep, I'll just.
So Trish and Helvig go first.
Really? I got 25.
Oh, did you? All right, hang on.
Trish is for sure.
I have an
faster
18
than
for
me.
Nevermore. Okay,
Really?
it probably wasn't removed from the last time.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Let's just change that up. There we go.
Why
There we go.
did it have to be?
Anybody else? Jude is on 6. That's great. Silver Condor's daughter isn't in the fight. Neither is Olaf or Horace. There we go. That's what happens when I don't clear the turn order from the last time.
Can you
Helvig
just
is
sing?
not doubled. Neither is Trish. This is silly. We have Jude is a 6 and Kral is on 9. Yeah, great. Okay. So, Nevermore. Sorry, please lead us off.
Oh, I have a plan in my mind.
Oh,
Something
dear.
that I want to do. And it terrifies me. But if this guy's not going to see reason, then this is what Nevermore's going to do. I'm going to slap the top of my book as hard as I can. I'm going to use my nat 20 on Shatter.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast it right here, which will hit all 4 of them
Yeah.
for 6d8 damage.
68.
I want to
6d8.
6d8.
Fuck.
I don't want it to kill them.
Yeah.
I want it to knock them unconscious.
Sure.
I refuse to kill them.
Yeah. You're using your nat 20.
I will use my nat 20 for that if I may. So it is 6d8 damage. 6d8.
Yeah.
Now remind me how crits work.
That's how they work.
It's just max, right?
It's maxes. Yeah. So it's 48 damage.
48 damage to... and technically the statue as well would probably explode.
Yeah. What is it? A dex? It's con, right?
It is... Give me a second. I'll bring it up for you.
From memory, it's a con save.
Yeah.
Did that work?
Yeah. DC 14 con save.
Yeah.
Okay. For half damage. Wow. They all beat it. Kral
That's
and
lucky.
Nameless Peon 1 got a 15. Shyla got a 17. Jimbo got a nat 20. Two. So half is 24, which is still a fair old whack of damage. But, and this is quite noteworthy. Oh, fuck off. Why not? None of them drop. But it's a big old whack of damage. I'll give you that.
And then I'm going to move up and stand directly beside Benna.
Yeah, you can do that.
And I'll just cross my arms with my book in my hand, looking at them. Cool.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, good. The arms burst off the statue, and the hair, which is a ponytail, the ponytail element snaps off as well, and both arms and the ponytail just sort of shatter. Unusually, because that's what the spell does. And they are peppered with falling rocks and things as they all sort of clap their hands over their ears, and sort of just their ears are clearly ringing. Trish, what do you do?
I'm running right on up to this guy.
Kral.
Yep, and I'm
Very
gonna get him with my sword.
Do that.
Hit him with my short sword. Do I get sneak attack?
No, not currently.
Not current. That's fine. Sword.
So
15 would equals beats, but he is going to use his reaction to parry it, using his parrying dagger. So he has a rapier in one hand, and from his belt he pulls very rapidly a long blade with a wire basket hilt that he parries your sword blow with, and that's his reaction.
All right, I'm gonna offhand dagger attack him then.
Very well. That
And I'm
misses.
gonna use my D4 booster to hit.
Feel free, go for it.
Try to hit.
Yeah, that does hit him.
Hell yeah! Good. Finally.
That is an equals beats situation.
All right. 15's the number to get, huh?
Well, 6 piercing. Very good.
All right. And then I'm gonna back away because I can do that. 'cause
Yes,
I'm
you can.
swift.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, disengage.
Right. That was. So wait, hang on. Where's Helvig? Helvig's at 21. Why is? What? This turn order is being very unhelpful. There we go. All right. Yeah. Helvig, your turn.
Oh, okay. Ranged weaponry. Do I see who has bows and shit?
Oh, cool. The two dudes up the top.
Yep.
There's a sort of the pathway up to the walls. There's actually the two guys that were down in the jail with Jimbo on his watch. There's a bird person. He looks like a duck. He is you would know him to be a gallus. And then there is, another Mapatch, and they are both armed. The duck is armed with a crossbow. The Mapatch is armed with a short bow.
Okay. Does Benna look like she's raring to go for a fight?
She hasn't yet moved, but her hand is on
it's
her
okay.
sword.
Okay. I was gonna do a thing and I was like, that's probably a terrible idea. I'm gonna move up over here.
Oh, I never actually rolled for Benna. Oops. Initiative.
Benna!
Benna's on 11.
And I would like to shoot fireflies at the bird person up top.
Oh, sure. Yep, you do that. With your
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Blast.
Blast him.
Blast him.
Yeah, make an attack roll then, please.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
That is a miss, I'm afraid.
That's fine. Thank you. I will sit there and Pierre would
Pew, pew, pew.
fly down to Miss Benna and be a backpack.
Backpack, help action, backpack person thing.
Yes.
Yeah, very well.
Actually, no. Well, it's more like dodge, but he's gonna stick with Benna so I can cast Cure Wounds on her wherever she goes.
Oh, I see. Right. I'm with you. Okay. Yeah. Then it is Nameless Peon 1's turn, and he is going to move up, and actually he's going to attack you, Helvig. You are the closest.
It's fine. That's why I put myself here. Did you hit?
I crit. Helvig, you take 14 piercing damage.
Right in the soft gap.
That is a 24.
Shit. Smack bang in the soft gap.
Boom, right in the soft gap.
Right
It's
in the
max damage on the
soft
first dice as well. Yeah, right.
Ow.
Yeah, he stabs you up good.
I'm not healing. Damage, please. 14. Ow.
Then it's Nameless Bird Guy 2, who you just shot. And he is going to take a shot at Trish with his light crossbow. But a 6 does not hit. I'm pretty confident, Trish. You are slightly better at dodging than a slug.
Slightly better than that, yes.
And even then, a slug will probably dodge a 6. Jude Littlefoot, it is your turn.
Okay.
What you gonna do,
Better
Jude?
that it's the person that just stabbed Helvig.
Fair.
I'm going to step forward and stab them in return.
Very well, you do that.
14?
Oh. A 14 misses. Jude.
As a bonus action, I would like to cast Shield of Faith on... Actually, can I use my nat 20?
For
Stabbing the men?
you've rolled the dice.
Okay.
Because
time.
yeah, if you rolled and hit, I'd be okay with you upgrading it, but you roll and miss.
Okay. I would like to cast Shield of Faith on myself, please.
Very well. You now have a +2 AC.
Nice.
Is it concentration?
Yes.
Good. Good to know. All right. Jimbo's turn. Jimbo looks at Jude and goes, and you can see him considering it, and then just goes, "No, I can't." And instead, he is going to go over and he is going to multi-attack Trish. The swashbuckler makes 3 attacks, 2 with a rapier and 1 with a dagger. So let's see. A 19, Trish.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
For, fuck me, really, 12 piercing.
Jesus.
And then another 6 from a 23 to hit.
Yeah, all right.
The third one misses.
God, all right.
Well, yeah, it would have been 8 piercing as well. So that's a thing.
Ugh.
Yeah, he got a 21 on it. If he had advantage, you'd be dead.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, Jimbo's good.
What a first turn.
Yeah, I mean, you all hit pretty hard. Like this, Mitch started as we mean to continue. All right. Next is Shyla Den. Oh yeah, never actually took her damage.
Oh, she needs to die. Oh, sorry, be incapacitated first.
Yeah. She is going to hang on. Let me see what spell she has, because she is a person who casts spells. She is going to cast. She is going to move over to Nameless Peon 1 and cast Cure Wounds. At 2nd level. Restoring him for 10 hit points. And then she is going to back the fuck off. She doesn't look like a fighter. That's Shyla's turn. Then it's Benna Seridan. Benna Seridan is going to stride over and say to Jimbo, back off. There is no need for this. And she is going to Scimitar of the Wood him. However, she's not as good as Jimbo is. A 13 does not hit. Oh wait, what am I doing? Why am I rolling it? That's why I got a bunch of people to roll stuff at the very beginning. Scorp got a 16 for Benna's first attack, which does hit.
Thank you, Scorp.
For 7 slashing damage on Jimbo. He takes a nasty gash across his chest. However, the second attack was rolled by Serum, who rolled a nat 1. So he dodges neatly over the attack from Benna. However, and then she has... Does she? Yeah, she is... Oh no, that's Jimbo. I need Benna. Benna also has multi-attack, and I think it's exactly the same. 3 attacks. Yeah, 2 with the scimitar, 1 with the dagger. So, the dagger attack by Reknamet, I'm apologizing if I'm pronouncing that wrong, was a 12. But what's the short sword? 12 plus her to hit actually would just be enough for another 4 slashing on Jimbo. Good job, Benna Seridan. Okay, next is Nameless Peon 3. Nameless Peon 3 is going to... I don't know. They all seem quite reluctant to shoot Benna. So he is going to shoot at probably Nevermore, because Nevermore is doing some massive spells. So yeah, Nameless Peon is going to shoot Nevermore. 17.
Shield spell.
Yep. Burns
That brings
a
me to
spell
20.
slot. Yeah. It's a pity, because it was 6 piercing damage. Then it is Kral, the Scavenger King. Kral is going to come over here. That's good. And he actually is going to grapple Nevermore. And so I will make a... Nevermore, can I get an athletics check, please?
You absolutely can. Let me just check a feature that I have very quickly. Never mind, I've already used my reaction. Athletics check. This is something I'm incredibly good at, so unlucky for you. With my -1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kral, that's pretty good, actually. Yeah, Kral does, however, grapple you.
Well, is it athletics or because I'm pretty certain it's athletics to grapple, but you can either slip out with acrobatics or strength out with athletics.
What is
Am I
your
right or
athletic? What is your...
My acrobatics is a +2 as opposed to a -1 from athletics.
To be honest, it still wouldn't help you.
Okay, yeah, that would have... Cool, worth a shot.
So yeah, he basically moves up to you, grabs you, and pulls you and then twists you around. And this actually he's going to put you here. He's physically moves you over there. And his arm is sort of around your throat.
Have I got a second to talk to him while this is happening?
He is about to talk to you, and you can respond to it.
Good.
He says, you know what? Maybe we should do that whole eye for an eye thing. And he pulls out his dagger.
Why are we attacking each other? We're seeking nothing but peace, and you attack us? You're being no better than my father!
As he carves out your eye.
Oh!
He runs his parrying dagger down your face in a cruel mimicry of the wound that has already been inflicted on himself.
Now you're dead.
And he runs the blade right. Yeah.
Oh.
And look, we've been playing for an hour and 41 minutes. Why don't we take a break there? Just take a wee moment. And we will come back after these messages. Veg, do you want to just take us on a break?
Killing him now.
Yeah, no. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Humblewood. We're having such a lovely, fun, non-violent time here. Nevermore's absolutely fine. He's 100% whole and complete. I hope you all had a nice break. We certainly did. We are now refreshed and ready to bring you more Humblewood. So, shit just got real. It's actually Nevermore's turn, which is perfect. In case there are any rules pedants out there, I should have mentioned, Kral did still actually have to roll to hit to remove Nevermore's eye. He did. I used the 15 rolled by game LCL 87, which plus his 20, plus his 6 plus to hit bonus makes it 21, which does beat Nevermore's AC, unfortunately. So, Nevermore is down an eye and has a nasty cut above it, or across it rather, and he also takes 6 hit points worth of damage, Mitch.
Owie!
Yeah. Face damage, which is arguably the worst kind of damage, particularly.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Not my beautiful face.
Yeah. And now it's Nevermore's turn.
Nevermore is going to scream, "You're no better than my father!" And I'm going to reach behind me, and I'm going to cast a 2nd level Witch Bolt by grabbing his head and just casting it straight into his head.
Wow.
Because I'm assuming he's choking me, right? So I can quite easily go.
Yeah, mechanically it doesn't give you advantage to attack him. I don't
That's
think.
cool. I would like to use. I would be quite happy to use one of my coins
to gain advantage on the roll.
Just to gain whatever advantage I can to just blast this dude's head.
Very well.
I'm not happy. So
I
I'd like
will
to use one
allow
of my
us-
coins to that.
Yep, so a 2nd level Witch Bolt.
Okay. Let's just
Advantage.
Okay.
And he can't use his parrying dagger.
Alright, did this work?
Oh, that's the.
That's
lightning.
17,
hang on.
17 damage.
Give me a second. Did that work?
25? Yeah. Oh,
Ow.
Oh, well,
same
Yeah,
bam,
that'll do it.
25.
That'll
That'll do it,
definitely do it. That'll definitely fucking do it.
Oh, wow, and I did
wait.
17 damage twice.
Twice. It's 2d12. Fuck me.
Wait,
It
do you have
really wants to be
advantage?
17 damage.
What if you
I did have
crit?
advantage. Oh, what if I crit? Yeah, you're right. I should definitely check if I crit.
Yes. Check that.
No, but that's okay.
No, but I'm also going to add my 1d6 to it.
I may have made Nevermore
So there we go.
angry.
There's 6. That's 23. 23 damage.
Yeah, you do that. And it hits him and it burns his head.
Oh, you're
quite
going
badly.
robot-y. Oh,
Josh, no.
Am I okay? Oh, you son of a... Don't do this to me, internet.
I hear you.
Am I okay?
I can't.
we can hear you.
Yeah, apparently
We can
my
hear you. Cool.
connection is unstable. Am I still robot-y or am I alright?
It's okay. It's mostly okay. You're just moving like a robot. So yeah, 23 points of damage into his head.
23. Yeah, you do that.
Didn't need to be like this.
Think it was always going to be like this. Helvig, it is your turn. Because Nevermore never tried to escape, so he is still very much grappled
I'm
by
just going to
Kral.
stay right
Fuck.
there.
Yeah. Kral is right next to you.
I hate that I have to keep telling people to get off Nevermore.
Nobody dies unless he says so.
Where is... No, that's dumb. I'm going to... I'm gonna hand axe.
You have hand axes?
Yeah. I never use it.
Cool.
I'm
You
gonna-
hand axe him.
I hand axe
Sure.
Kral, low-key hoping to chop his hand off,
Sure.
but it's not gonna happen.
Let's find out. No, that's a 3 for 1 slashing damage. Wow.
Get off him! Stop it!
You rolled a 2 minus 1. Fantastic. Yeah, he just sort of ignores you. He doesn't even really pay any attention to you at all. He's pretty focused on the guy he's carving the eye out of.
Oh, God. Pierre would just... Wait, Fear appears over here.
yeah.
Fear continues to be a backpack. That's us.
Sure. Okay.
He takes the dodge action just so.
Yeah. Trish.
All right. I'm going to run over to Kral.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use my nat 20 to fucking slice him in the face. And I scream, "Get the hell off of him!"
I get intimidated low key as I just flail my hand axe.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, roll that shit. I mean,
Yep.
if you're using your nat 20, you don't need to roll it.
Okay, cool. Nat 20. Whatever happens.
Well, it's 4d6 maxed, so 24
Hell yeah.
plus your
Plus my
strength,
sneak attack.
dex. No, that is including your sneak attack.
Okay,
It's the 2d6 from your weapon and your sneak attack doubled,
good.
plus your dex mod.
Great. What is my dexterity? My dexterity is 3. Or 17,
is that-
whichever number it is.
66?
No, it's 4d6.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's 2d6 is doubled. So it's 24.
I wasn't
plus-
sure how much sneak attack dice Trish had.
No, just the one at the moment. Just 1d6.
Okay.
So 27 hit points, which is very nasty.
Good. And then I'm
Um,
going to offhand dagger attack him too, because fuck it.
Sure, go for it. Oof, you're on fire tonight. Yeah, roll me the damage.
Oh, mercy.
Oof, very close. I mean, good, very good. Yeah, you do that. You very much do that. Yeah, good. Oh, sorry. When you moved away from Jimbo, he is going to make a rapier attack at you.
Is he?
Yes, because he you moved away without disengaging.
But I have fancy feet.
No,
I'm fancy.
that only works if you attacked him.
Oh, I see. I see. Fine, fine. Bring it on, Jimbo.
12 piercing.
Well, I'm down now. I'm unconscious.
Mm. Jimbo is crazy good. He rolled a 24.
Damn it, Jimbo.
I will let the damage stand though. You
Okay.
sort of stagger over to him, and Jimbo says, "You're not getting away from me," and strikes you down as you do the damage to Kral. So Trish is now on the ground. Oh dear. Nameless Peon 1 is going to continue trying to hurt Helvig, actually. That's why not? A 9 does not, I think.
I ignore
sort
him
of-
as I.
It just
As I'm getting
because
ignored.
you're trying to hack at Kral and he's just hitting your back and he's just pinging off your spines. Yeah. Nameless Bird Guy B is going to shoot at Jude. Yeah, 5. Okay. He's rubbish. And next it's Jude. It's Jude Littlefoot. What you gonna do, Jude? Trish is down.
Jude is going to.
And technically speaking, Kral and Nevermore are really occupying the same space, so you can move to Trish without disengaging from Kral, if you wanted to. Just saying, you don't have to, but you can.
Okay. I'm going to use my nat 20 to hit Kral.
Uh-huh.
I would then like to spend a coin to use a healing spell on Trish. Can I do as such?
Jude,
You've done it before, I'll allow it again.
Jude, you should for sure smite.
I will also smite.
This will be your second and third spell slots.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Well, I don't know if I can because my other spell is a concentration, so
No, you can do that.
okay.
The spell is not a concentration spell, nor is the Divine Smite, so yeah, you can.
The
You
one
can
I-
cast another spell whilst the concentration spell is being
Okay,
held
cool.
concentration on, I believe.
I will
Pretty
then-
confident.
Okay. Yes,
Smite this meanie.
I will use my Divine Smite. Is that the one that's automatic? And the other ones he has to roll for, doesn't he? Yeah, Thunderous Smite is a DC 12. Okay, so I'll use Divine Smite.
Yeah.
Okay. So nat 20.
Sure.
What is that in damage?
It's where your first level, it is 3d8s plus 3d8s, which is 24.
Yeah.
Doubled, so 48.
48.
And then your normal weapon attack dice also doubled, which is a short sword, so 2d6s.
Okay.
I believe you're a short sword person, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's another 12, so 60. Plus your strength.
God.
My strength is +3,
So 63.
plus my radiant
Yeah,
smite damage. Do I
No,
roll?
that is plus
That
your
is
radiant
all of
smite
it.
Okay,
damage. That was
63.
63 damage on a guy who had 1 hit point left.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. I would like to cleave him in half, if that's possible.
You cleave him jolly good. I think it is not possible for Jude to, she's not physically large enough to cleave Kral fully head to toe in half. But she definitely makes a significant divot into him.
Wonderful.
Yeah, he is unconscious. The trick is, you did, to kill him, you would have had to do more than 75 damage, like outright kill him. He is unconscious in much the same way the player would be unconscious.
Okay.
And he is lying on the ground, unconscious. Jimbo is up next. Oh, sorry, Jude, yes, you want to use your coin to make a cure wounds.
Yes.
That was close though.
Please do so.
Why
Oh,
did it
yeah,
add my?
Because you've equipped it.
You've
You
ticked
need
it,
to
but
but never mind. You do 10 healing damage to Trish, and she awakes back up.
You, Jude.
I also stare Jimbo down as I heal her.
Sure. Yep. And Kral has released Nevermore. It's probably worth noting. Jimbo goes. He's looking at you like, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. And yeah, actually, you know what he does? He looks at you right back, and it's his turn now. And he rapiers Trish. 19 to hit, 10 piercing damage.
What are you?
And he's like,
I'm
And
going
then-
to have to kill you now. I'm sorry.
He's-
Jimbo.
and he says, like, the boss was right. None of you. Boss was right.
You attacked first, motherfucker.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't. And it's worth noting, Jude has a really shitty memory about this. Helvig, Nevermore, and Trish started this. You were the first 3 to attack. Don't shake your head at me. And so Jimbo is going to come in and he's going to rapier at you, Jude. The first one doesn't, but the dagger attack, the 18, does beat your AC, I believe.
My AC is currently 19.
Because of your
Shield
Shield
of
of Faith, yes. In which case, his attacks bounce off your Shield of Faith. Shyla Den, then. Trish, you're back unconscious again.
I know, I'm aware.
Shyla Den is going to come around here, and she is going to cast Cure Wounds on Kral. the nasty gash that Jude gave him.
And I spent my coins, Josh, to stop her from
In what manner
Getting
would you
there.
stop her?
interposing myself between, because it has to be a touch spell, right?
You'd really, I mean, no, you need to describe to me in exactly what manner. You need to, like, grapple
dive-
her or something.
Okay,
Because
he's on the ground, right? I
Yep.
just jump onto him, spikes up, like trying to like cover all of him.
Oh,
So
and
the-
then do your 29 AC thing.
oh yeah, no, you
Curl up.
can. So, no, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out, like,
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
visually,
just-
I'm really struggling to imagine exactly what it is
He's
you're trying
really
to achieve.
big, right? I guess.
Yeah,
I
he's
can't really
huge.
do
He's
that.
a lot bigger than you.
Damn it, it's fine. Go ahead.
Like, if you can, like, you could use 2 coins to try and tackle her out of turn order,
Oh my god.
but I'm not promising it'd work.
I know,
Like,
my
I
strength
will.
is so shit.
2 coins would be allowed to try.
You know, I will. I will gamble for this.
Okay.
I'll spend these 2 coins.
So you are going to roll a tackle, an athletics to grapple her.
Mm-hmm. This is
Okay.
not gonna go well,
Sick.
but I'm really hoping it will.
And let's say, hey Shrogrel, can I get a?
Throw.
I'm not even looking at what he's rolling. Shro, can I get a nat 20 would be great. A D20 rolled in chat, please. I am hands off. So Helvig, roll it, and Shro, roll it, please. 13 ain't bad.
I'm using
See
my
what Shro gets.
1d4s. Both of them. Can I do that?
You can use one of them. You can't.
Why
use
didn't it
both.
work?
Okay, I'll use one of them. It's
Yeah,
15 then.
Shro, I need a 15. Actually, it's a little bit more. Her athletics isn't nothing.
Oh, I work for Serum.
I'm looking for Shro's. She has a 0, so it's just.
7. There.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
no, Helvig, you succeed. You grapple her. You manage to get her to stop there. Okay?
Okay, do we move? Or did I need to
You,
okay.
you have to move there to get there. But because you use 2 coins, I will allow you to avoid the opportunity attack from Jimbo.
Yes.
Not that it'll probably hit you.
Thanks, Shro.
Good job, Shro.
Don't do this. Shyla, you'll be okay unless my... I'll heal him. Not now.
And Shyla says, we didn't start this. He said take them as in back to the cells.
He cut my friend's eye off!
After that friend nearly killed all 4 of us with a spell.
Let's just end this now.
And she goes, not a bad idea, and clicks her fingers. She can't get to him to cast a touch spell, so she's instead going to cast Spirit Guardians at level 3.
Oh my god, I'm so dead.
18
Spirit
radiant
Guardians.
or necrotic. This would be radiant damage. So whenever you start your turn within 15 feet of her, and you're not a friend of hers, you roll a dex save. Oh, sorry, wisdom save. So, it's now Benna Seridan's turn, and she is going to come in and try and weigh in on the whole Jimbo situation. She's actually going to grapple Jimbo. We're going to use one of these dice here. Leon Clark rolled a 10, so that's the next one. Thank you, Mr. Veg. A 10. So Jimbo needs to roll an acrobatics. Ugh, that's bad, because he's very good at acrobatics. Ability check. No, fuck off. I don't want that. Cancel. Cancel that. Where is it? Skill check. There we go. Acrobatics. Yeah, Jimbo crit succeeds. He does not get grappled. Sharla is really just not Sharla, Benna is just really trying to deal with this. She wants to do it in a peaceful manner. She does now. Kral is down. She's like, guys, we will now stand down, please. And Jimbo's like, no. These are yours. You brought them in here. You let them go, and now they're killing people. How did you not see this coming, Benna? He's upset. Nameless Peon 3 is going to take a shot at probably Jude, be honest. Yeah, 6. Yeah. Kral, the Scavenger King, is unconscious, lying on the floor, so he's going to make a death save. Can I get Serum? Can I get a death save, please? A D20 in chat. And we'll go back to the top of the order. Nevermore.
Okay. I need to make a wisdom saving throw because I'm in the area of effect.
Yes, you do.
Why am I no longer in the turn order?
No, you are.
I don't see myself.
All right. That
I
is
can see you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not in my one either, but I know I'm in there, so it's fine.
So you take half damage, 9.
9 damage.
Mm.
Oh, heck. Give me a
It's a
second.
good spell.
Yeah, no shit. I'm going to. All right, Kral's down. I'm going to go 5. Yep, nothing's going to hit me. 10, 15.
Something will now.
20 to here to kind of get close to the bushes.
5 piercing damage, my friend. You disengage. You didn't unless you're disengaging.
From who?
Jimbo.
Where's Jimbo? What? No, he's not.
Yeah, that's Jimbo.
I can't actually see anybody there at all on my screen.
I
Oh
see
wow,
him.
it's okay. I see it on the Twitch thing. But
there's no way to see. There's no way to. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Anyway,
can disengage.
yeah. Honestly, on my screen right now, Jimbo is not there. So knowing that Jimbo is there, I'm going to stay there. I'm going to, before I move, I'm going to shoot a magic missile at the Spirit Guardian one.
You do that.
It is just going to be a first level one.
Uh-huh.
Because I've used my other
Both
spells.
of your second levels, yep.
Yep. Cast.
Roll me some damage.
So that's
6.
Can I use my reroll to reroll the damage?
Yeah.
You have a 50% chance of being.
I'm gonna reroll to reroll. I'm gonna use my reroll to reroll that damage. If you're cool with that.
I'll allow it.
Sure. Don't you? Okay, cool, sweet. So
Ooh.
12 points of unavoidable damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Good.
And I will stay right there. If Jimbo is here, then I will stay right there.
Roll. Serum rolled a 9, so Kral failed a death save.
Yes, Serum.
Yeah.
No, wait,
okay.
we want him alive. Wait.
Do we?
I mean, oh no, take the prisoners alive.
It's like, do we want him alive? I know for a fact Jude doesn't want him alive.
Trish doesn't
Jude
either.
has a scary murderous streak, actually, and isn't the most reasonable person when her blood's up. Helvig, it is your turn. Oh, Nevermore, do you move or anything?
No, I'm staying right where I am.
Okay.
Ah,
Helvig.
there we go. Jimbo's appeared. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I refreshed as somebody
cool.
suggested, and Jimbo's there.
Yeah, Helvig, it is your turn. You are grappling Shyladen. And I
at
need
the
a
start of
wisdom
my
save,
turn.
please. As these spectral Vulpin who are sort of orbiting her. Ooh, that's full damage for you, my friend. 18.
Oh, actually, that's a good question. Somebody popped up in chat. Bridge, are there concentration checks to maintain Spirit
On the
Guardians?
Spirit Guardian.
Oh, that's a fair point. Is it a concentration spell? It is. Yes. Very good
Bridge, I
point.
fucking love you. Bridge, I
Very
fucking
good.
love you.
Very good.
I love the shit
point.
out of you.
Let's see if She passed.
It's your plus your con, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Um,
And
0?
Wait,
nothing
it's
to
not
D6
0, so it beats it.
Ah, damn it.
Sorry.
Oh, negative then? Oh. Okay, I take
Very good
the-
point, Bridge. Thank you for bringing that up. 18 points of,
I'm down, but can I use my healing booster to stay conscious?
Yes.
Okay.
You can use it at any time. So you go to 0 hit points and then you use your healing booster
Okay,
to go
so
back up to
25%, so
25%.
I'm at
What's of 20? Is it you're 22?
23.
23. So it would be
5?
6. Let's call it 6. It's almost 6.
Okay.
It's like 5 3/4, so 6. Let's go with that.
Okay, Trish is down, yes? And it's
Yeah,
bleeding
Trish is
out.
down. So is Corral, though. And you are grappling the person who put them there. No, you're not at all. Sorry. You are grappling somebody else.
Yep. I'm grappling the person who's trying to heal them.
You're trying to heal Corral. Yeah.
I'm going to use one of my healing lights because I don't have to do anything for that. On
Sure.
Trish.
Yep.
Thanks.
Just before Trish has to make a death save, which is very good.
I got you.
2 healing.
Yeah,
Better
2
than nothing,
heals.
baby.
Better than nothing.
Better
Thanks,
than,
Helvig.
better than dying. I'm trying. I'm sorry.
I sure do like not being dead. Thanks, Helvig.
This whole not being dead thing is great.
I'm into it.
And then as an action, oh my god, I shouldn't do anything. I have to grapple.
I mean, you can attack her.
So if you have grapples, then you can use
You
an
get
attack
advantage.
action, and you get advantage on it as well. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to
Soon,
do that. I
Serum,
just want to
soon.
talk.
Well, he's
Tyler,
unconscious, so
just stop.
talking to him is difficult.
I will.
You could try to render her unconscious.
Can I just like knock her out with the butt of my dagger?
You could certainly try.
Go away.
When you bring someone to 0 hit points, you can choose to knock them unconscious
Yeah.
rather than kill them.
Okay.
Yeah, they all seem pretty devoted servants of Kral. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now then, this is interesting. That does reduce her to 0 hit points.
Okay, I will fatality. I'm kidding. I'll knock her out, just to knock her out.
Yeah. Shyla collapses or goes limp in your arms. Well done, Helvig. 23. I mean, even a stop clock is right twice a day. But
Oof.
yeah. I always forget when I'm planning these things the amount of crits and nat 20s and bullshit that you guys have been bought. Yeah,
that's my turn.
that's pretty much your turn.
Here continues to be a backpack and takes the dodge action.
Pia does do that, and Trish is conscious. At this point, Nameless Peon 1 is going to...
The spirit guardians also go away now. Right?
yeah, Spirit Guardians do go away. Benna Seridan is going to say, all of you, lay down your arms now. And interestingly, it is at this point that a figure appears behind. So Benna is going to hang on. Let's do this properly. She's going to Scimitar of the Wood, Jimbo, and 9 slashing for the first. Rapier, ooh, a lot. She crit. Hang on, I'm using the wrong thing. Yeah, that 19 veg rolled. That does good. The 12 from Mitch also hits him and knocks Jimbo out. He is down to 0. Well done, Benna. That's what we're looking for. Thank you, everybody who rolled those things. She then moves around with Pierre on her back and holds her blade up at Nameless Peon 1's neck and says, "Put down your weapons." And to back her up on this, a shadowy figure appears behind the other two dudes. A shadowy figure who you're all probably a little busy to notice, but she pulls a short sword out and holds it to the throat of nameless bird guy B, and says, "Please do what she says." It's Cash, and Nevermore. It's like film of blood over your eye. You can see Cash there, and a nameless peon 3 turns and spins and puts his bow like fearsomely at Cash, and she goes, and then she is going to pull nameless bird guy B in between the two of them, and she says, and Benna rather says, "Do it!" And he lowers the arrow. And
Catch me outside. How about that?
We can say that combat has ceased. And Benna looks at Helvig and says, "My friend, you are knowing healing magic, yes?
Yeah.
All of this will be easier if Kral is not dead."
Yes, I know. I kind of just reach over and let the fireflies flow towards him. Is it possible to just give him like a little boop?
Yeah,
'Cause I
it's
feel like
possible it's possible to just raise him rather than reviving him to consciousness. Yeah, he is
Yeah.
unconscious. Yeah,
I will
Or
do
Jude can
that.
give like a one hit point lay on hands as well.
yeah.
Like 0.4.
You are very welcome to say you do the very, very bare minimum with your healing light if you want something like that.
Yes.
Something you have absolute control over. Yeah. You can always give them less than the intended amount. I will allow that. Yeah, congratulations. You have defeated my bandit king. It was fine. Everything was great. And she looks at Nevermore and says, "I shall summon the healer." Actually,
That would be wonderful, thank you.
wake that one up.
Do you think does it have to be like really strong to fix the eye?
I do not know. And then
Don't
she
worry
pulls
about the
she
eye.
pulls she pulls her bandana off, and underneath the bandana, her face is hideously scarred. This is sort of the flesh went molten, and it's just lumps, and there is a stub of gristle where her ear would have been. And she says, "Do not worry, my friend. You will survive it."
I'm not concerned in the slightest. I have lots of money. I'll be fine. I'll pay for somebody to fix it, and I could pay for somebody to fix yours as well. Why not? Sure.
She says, "I actually keep it as a reminder."
Oh, no, I don't want to be ugly.
I cast Cure Wounds on Nevermore.
On Nevermore.
Yes.
It heals it so it's not it scars. Basically, the eye does not regenerate, but it is no longer bleeding or anything.
Okay.
It now looks like a very fresh scar. So yeah, Cash brings the two chaps who were up providing Overwatch down.
That's 11
blades.
points, by the way.
Nice of two. No, Nevermore. Yeah. And we can move away from the map now, I think. And Benna says, "I think we can do reunions a little later. My friend, Cash, please go gather up some people. We are needing to guard these malcontents." And Cash says, "Yeah, it's good to see you guys. I'll be back soon. I'm sorry I couldn't get here a little quicker." And she looks specifically at Nevermore and says, when she says that, "I didn't know this would go this way. I heard, and I came as quick as I could." And Benna says, "You did very well.
It did.
So, Kesh dashes off, and Benna gestures the two dudes to sit with the other, who are still conscious, and says, "Perhaps once you have put your weapon down, you could see to your friends." And they nod, and they look sullen, but not like angry. These two are not particularly well. They haven't been injured at all. And you could be being nastier to them than you are. I apologize. All wounds will be tended before we leave. Honestly, this might actually be for the best. Kral has shown his colors.
Yes, he has.
It is sad that this had to go this way. But it will be easier to convince the others.
Jude is like angry crying and staring at the floppy body of Jimbo.
He's not dead, he's unconscious.
Are we going to be talking to Kral before we leave, or what's the plan? I just want to get out of here now.
You are not in any way needing to talk to Kral. I, however, will have to.
Oh, I'd like to leave him a note if I could.
You are welcome to.
Yep, I'm just going to start writing a note.
Sure, you do that.
Yeah.
It's probably very hurtful. And yeah, so Jude is angry, crying. Trish?
I'm pissed off. I'm just mad, but I swallow it down and did Kesh leave?
Yeah, she's gone. She'll be back shortly, though. She's back in like under a couple of minutes. So it's just that first couple of minutes. If you don't want to do anything particular, just...
That's right. I go over to Nevermore and I say, "Are you okay?" I mean...
He's not... you're not completely blind in the eye, Nevermore, but you would be... yeah, it's...
Oh, I'll be struggling. Yeah. I'm not doing... I'm not doing all that well. It's twice now that this individual has assaulted me, had punched me and cut my eye, and noticed that they're still alive, or going to be alive.
Wow.
You see that, right? After everything he's done to me, unjustified, for something my father did, and he's still alive. He's going to remember this, and I just keep writing.
And Benna says, "We are talking before." She wasn't very far away, so she did overhear it, and she said, "We were saying before about the bigger man."
That would be me.
I
Yes.
go hug Jude.
Jude, you are being hugged.
Carefully, gently.
Presumably from, like, she's looking at the guy, and are you trying
From
to...
the side.
Yeah.
Jude is confused all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Why do people think that I am a murderer when they threaten my friends like that?
I don't know.
I don't get it. I want to help. I want to make the world better, and everyone is mad and angry. And I just... I'm annoyed. Jude is annoyed.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen, but like they were right. We did. That there was some blood on our hands, and we thought like what Trish was saying, that it needed to be done because I wanted to stop something from happening. But that just made things worse in their eyes, and it just doesn't seem like there's a win.
Jude doesn't want to be a bad person.
You're not a bad person.
Are you sure? Jude
Yes.
feels bad.
Yes.
Dude, you're not a bad person. I'd like to think I heard.
I don't.
I
I
hug her
couldn't.
tighter.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if you would have. They were being, I think,
you're being
relatively
quiet.
quiet.
Sure.
Is the way I got the impression I got.
Sure.
But I'm not. I could be wrong. AJ and Dan.
I'm being quiet.
Jude's kind
Okay.
of yelling.
Yeah, Jude is probably yelling. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
Nevermore,
not,
I'm
yeah,
being
I was going to
quiet. My
say
half
that
is
I'm
being
not
quiet.
a bad person. Yeah.
Yeah. Very well then. Yeah,
I would yell out, "You're not a bad person."
Yeah, you hear Nevermore say, "Jude, you're not a bad person."
I switch my
Wow.
hug position from the side to the front.
Yeah, I'll grab Trish and we'll walk over to form a group together.
You're not a
Jude.
bad person by virtue of you feeling bad right now. A bad person wouldn't feel bad for all the things they just did. You understand me, right, Jude?
Sorry, carry on.
I look over at Nevermore.
We'll never be able to change how people look at us. We can do everything that it is within our powers to try and do what is right and try and do what is best and try to make a good reputation for ourselves. And somebody out there will still think poorly of us because they are not us. What matters, Jude, is that we are doing what is right. We are doing what is right. And it doesn't fucking matter what other people think. So, you're not a bad person. None of us are. We're good people. All four of us.
Kesh arrives back at this point, and Kesh has actually heard this last bit, and she goes, No, you're very good people. And she actually goes over to Jude and gently takes your shoulders and spins you to look at her. And she kneels down so that she can make eye contact with you. And she says, You're not a bad person. Just because you disagree with somebody doesn't, there's no binaries. If I'm good, then the person I'm fighting must be bad. It's false logic. The Bandit Coalition are bandits. We steal from people, but we do it to serve a greater cause, to help other people. Rob from the rich to give to the poor situation. It's not noble. It's definitely not pure. And it's hard to reconcile that. And you're very young. And I'm sorry that you had to get wrapped up in a power squabble, which is what it looks like from where I'm sitting. But I think it's really good that you are crying. If you were totally okay with what just happened, I'd be a little bit more worried about entrusting Benna to your care. I wouldn't trust a group of famous bandit killers to look after Benna if they didn't obviously feel bad about it. And Benna comes over and puts her hand on, and then she lets go, and she says, "Good and bad, it's always a point of view. They were doing what they think is right. From their experience, from what they've seen of the world, they were trying to stop you from doing what they thought was wrong to protect A, themselves, and B, other people. I genuinely believe that. I don't agree with them, but I don't think they're evil. Kral being a bit of a misguided exception, possibly." She says, looking at Nevermore. And then Benna comes over and puts her hand on Kesh's shoulder and says, "I am afraid I have a request of you." Kesh says, "Yeah?" And Benna says, "I am going to need someone I can trust to hold the fort here. Is that you?" And Kesh says, "Yeah. Yeah, you can trust me." And then Benna turns and says, "I expect you have probably figured it out, that this is the girl who told me that I needed to see what was in the cell today, not when I got around to it. I am quite a busy person. I'll be honest, you would not have been seeing me today were it not for this one. Turns out she was right. And I am in no doubt now of the oath you made me. So
Let's make it happen.
let us. Gesh, could you send a runner, please, to the refugee camp? I believe the capers are down there. Perhaps Trish would like to see your parents before they go, or before we go. There is not so much of a rush now. I must talk to Kral and Shyla. Kral is hard, but Shyla, I hope I can trust her.
Give him this for me if you could. And I'll hand her the folded paper.
Sure. And she says, "Don't mind if I read it?"
Please, by all means.
She says this with a smile, like, I think I know what it's going to say, but I'm curious. What
Sure.
does it say?
It says, "We only wanted peace and to help the Humblewood. You're just like Lazarus. Your sons would be disappointed in you."
Roll an insight, Nevermore.
I might actually add to the end of that, just like I am with my own father.
Ooh, better. Yeah, definitely roll insight.
8. Overall.
You hope that will strike a chord.
Mm-hmm.
If anything will, it's the last center. The last sentence. Add a D4.
Booster.
Add it to
Add
4.
booster.
Sure.
You've got a D4 booster. Add it.
3. There you go.
Yeah. You're pretty confident that if any of that's going to strike a chord, it's the, like, your son will be disappointed in you. That's like, oh, because you know of this man, that he has adopted, like, he has taken other people under his wing and raised them. Yeah. He's about being a dad. And in a calmer moment, your read on Kral is very much that he's not going to be completely. He was
smart, and he thought a lot, but he just a bit too.
A clever person stuck into a rigid way of thinking. as was said last ep of somebody by somebody, and yeah, dead set. Oh no.
You'll be
Okay.
hearing from my lawyers.
That was very good. And she says, I will give it to him myself. So healers arrive and tend your wounds. The bandits who attacked you rather, you started it.
Yes, we
The first 3 rounds of the combat were you. I'm sorry, that is the way it happened.
Yes.
Are put down in the cells. The 2 that were on Overwatch are not. They're given a stern talking to and released on good behavior, mainly because they didn't hurt anybody. But Jimbo and Shyla and Nameless Peon B, who I'm going to probably have to name. In fact, Newton Scan, can I get a character name for Nameless Peon 1? And Kral are down in the 4 cells that you previously occupied. Kral is in the one that doesn't have a bed, because Nevermore took it. Whichever, your pick. Newton. So yeah, they are down there. If any of you want to go down with her, you're welcome to, but you do not have to. While she's down there, Trish, your parents are brought up. And it's they see you standing with Benna Seridan speaking as equals, and they walk through the gate that has been opened, and you hear a double shout of Trish, your mother is Emmerich. Thank you, Emmerich the bandit is also down there. I like it. Nice name. Good. Keeping that one. Your mother runs over and sweeps you up into a massive hug. Her tail, Jude, is worth noting, is a lot bushier than even Trish's.
Snap.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is a bushy tail on a lady.
Hashtag tail goals.
You
The
would
dad-
like touch it.
I kind of would just restrain Jude. It's more like let them have their privacy first.
You definitely, you don't get there in time. Jude definitely touches the tail.
Oh shit.
And the mum sort of sees it and smiles.
Apologetically, like, sorry, I try and drag Jude away.
And then she looks at Trish and says, "Friends of yours?"
We just step away. We don't like.
Stand.
And the dad comes up and comes and gives her a gruff hug. He's like, love you too.
Good dad.
Yeah. Dad who doesn't know how to express emotions. Yeah. I'm feeling so many, but I can't. It comes out as anger or gas.
Yes.
Stage is yours.
I'm so sorry I ran away. It was so stupid.
And they say, and your mum says, "What happened?"
I just thought it would be exciting, but it was scary. And then I had to leave the bandits, but then I met these guys and I did some stupid things. And now I have to make up for it. How did you end up here? What happened?
The Scorched Grove happened. Just like everybody else here. They took us in. They're good people. You could have wound up with far worse.
I should have
For the
been
most
there
part.
with you. I'm so sorry.
And the mum is there is tears in her eyes, but she's not crying. It's just you never need to be sorry. You were not born for a small life. And you went out and found a big one. And I'm proud of you for that. And then she wraps you up once again in a massive hug. And the dad comes in and says, yeah, very proud. And wraps his arms around both of you. And there's just, this lovely... fuck, I've got fucking... there's this lovely sort of tender moment between the three of you.
I'd like to step forward and make it even more tender if I could.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, if that...
Once the hug settles.
In what manner?
Yeah, I will bow very, very graciously. Your daughter is one of the most incredible people I've ever met in my life.
And the dad turns to you and says, damn right.
And I just want you to know that. And I just want you to know that while she was with us, no harm will ever come of her unless we're all dead. Whatever comfort that gives you.
No. And the mum walks over, and Nevermore, you get wrapped up in your hug as well.
Yeah,
she just
I'll drop down to my knees and I'll give her a big hug.
Oh, there's no need. You and Trish are about the same size. And the mum is...
I thought I was 6 foot tall.
Oh, are you? All right, she's a little bit. The mum is 5.
Yeah.
She's not tiny, but she's
okay.
She's a mum as well. Like
I'll give her a big hug.
Without wanting to be hugely stereotypical, she is you imagine a mumly woman, like the Weasleys' mum.
While she's hugging
trying to remember.
I'm going to whisper to her, I've never hugged a mother before.
Aww.
So then I'll just kind of like move even more into the hug.
The hug doubles in strength, and the tail wraps around your legs. She's hugging you with 3 limbs. And she says, when all this is over, you have to come over and try my mashed potato.
I guarantee you I will.
And the dad pats her on the shoulder, and you can actually hear she is sobbing a little. The dad definitely has a mustache. Yes. And the dad puts his hand on your shoulder, and he says, "It's nice, nice to finally meet a boy that I can say this to of my daughter, when I shall hold you to that promise of yours, Sonny." And then he leaves. He just doesn't know how. It's just like, what did I say their names were? I made names up. I just cannot now remember.
It was Lars and Yvonne.
Lars sort of yes, and walks away again. And Yvonne turns and says, "So, I've met this lovely boy. Who were these?"
Oh, this is Helvig and Jude. They're my friends as well.
Hey.
She cautiously hugs Helvig.
There's a technique to this. It's like
she uses mostly elbows. And then she turns to Jude and fucking lifts you. You are pressed into her bosom, and just she is patting your back and says, "It must have been hard." Thank you. Do you like mashed potato? Then you shall all have to come. But first, I think you all have to save all of us. Not too big a task?
Oh, when you put it like that, Mrs. Caper, this is like... Oh, man.
Please, call me Yvonne.
All right, Yvonne. Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'll get used to it.
You can call me Mrs. Caper if you like.
No, you want to be called Yvonne.
Hell, call me Mum if it makes you feel better.
Oh, don't let me do that. No.
I kind of
And then she
pat my
turns to Trish.
two companions that are missing mothers.
She turns to Trish and she's just like, "You're a magnet for them, aren't you? Cash is just as bad."
I'm not that bad. Hey, I kind of like nod towards Trish, like, yeah, I'm doing well.
No, you seem fine. Healthy relationship with your parents, yes?
I miss them, but yeah,
Sure, they're very proud of you as well.
I hope so.
I'm proud of all of you. And Benna comes back up with Shyla in tow and says, "You will now make the same oath in front of all of these people that you made to me." And Shyla looks down and she says, "Of course. I hereby pledge that I shall not release Kral from his cell, nor allow him to be released. And that I shall uphold the ideals of the Bandit Coalition in full and share joint commandership with Kesh Glittersilver. Glitterseam? Is it Glitterseam? I think it's Glitterseam. Until the return of General Seridan. At which point I will lay down the title and sacrifice and offer up myself fully to her service." And then she looks at Benna, and Benna says, "That will do." She then walks over to Nevermore and says, "You all suffered from that, but you suffered the worst.
I just want to help.
Will
That's all I
you
fucking want.
will you permit me?" And she
Yes.
raises her hand, and it glows a warm orange. And she puts it over your eye. Now then, Bridge 184. Can I get a D20 rolled in chat, please? Mitch, highs or lows?
Oh, you know what? I reckon Bridge is high. I'm going high.
Highs. Very well.
Bridge.
I have a good
Bridge
feeling about you,
184.
Bridge.
Please type roll
A.
1d20.
Fuck, Bridge.
It's all right.
That's
It's all right,
right.
man. You
fine.
did.
That's so close as well. That's rough. I kind of prefer this though, Bridge. That actually it works better. Nevermore. The wound is healed completely in that it is no longer bleeding or damaged, or it doesn't hurt anymore. You receive no pain from it. However, you are still blind in your left eye, and there is a major. Oh, it's the scar still there. Don't worry about that. And you haven't prestidigitated the blood away, unless you say so now. That was so close. Yeah, in fact, yeah, that's perfect. The blood is still there. Yeah, cool. She says, "I'm sorry, I can't fix it. I couldn't fix Kral's either."
Don't worry about it. I'll just go get some money from my father's estates and have it fixed. It's fine. I want to help with this Scorched Grove situation, and there's just so many people getting in our way and not believing any of us, and I'm just fucking sick and tired of it.
I
And
imagine.
I'm glad that you are listening to Benna, and I wish no harm to Kral, even after he took my fucking eye.
I appreciate that.
I'm not my father.
I know. And in fairness, in honesty, I don't know if this matters to you, but Kral never actually, I don't think after he spoke to you, I don't think Kral thought you were a danger to Benna either. It is the, Kral is afraid.
Of Aldahart.
And I don't 100% believe that he's wrong to be.
I don't think so either. But that's what we're here for.
Is he
So,
afraid of being proven wrong from all of the things he's done and the grudges he's held?
She pauses to think, and she says, some people are afraid of change, even good change. I doubt he'd ever admit that. And it might be impossible to ever know. But because of you, we now have a chance to see if we can't make things better. If we can, if you can, you will have my undying gratitude. And probably that of the whole wood, but I can't promise that.
We'll do our best to see it done.
Thank you for not killing Jimbo. Or having him killed.
Or Nameless Peon 1.
Or Emmerich. Or Emmerich or Kral. Even Kral. Because whilst you don't obviously like him, and for fair reason, he's not a bad man.
He's just been hurt.
Right and wrong is a perspective thing. Anyway, I have work to do. I should be getting to it. I have to figure out how I'm going to convince everybody who is more of a Kral supporter than a Benna supporter that Kral should be in prison. Fortunately, I have a bit of ammunition in that regard. So, yeah, she bustles off to do that. Benna arrives and says to the capers, I am sorry, but I will have to steal your daughter. I am hoping this will end well and hasten your return home. And they say, Lars goes, yes, I hope so too. If there's anything we can do. And she says, I believe you're already doing it. Yes, Yvonne turns and says, I run the kitchen. Lars says, very ably. So Benna says, are you ready to leave? The sooner the better.
Gladly.
So you leave. That was me. That was, yeah. Wow. That was big.
Is that thunder?
That was thunder. It is
Oh
thundering.
no!
That's perfect.
Spooky exit.
Good timing. All right. So we will leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. Leave season 1 of Humblewood there. Don't worry, we
Pretty
will
far
be back
trade.
for season 2.
Pretty far from a betrayal.
Hey, yeah, pretty far from a betrayal. It's all good in the end. They are now going to go back and take Benna Seridan to the Alder Hut to see if they can't negotiate a truce. How exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute genuine pleasure to instigate the trial and horror that has been this for these guys. We're going to do our favorite moments. And we will be back in a couple of weeks for a table talk and a bit of a mini game, because we are going to role play the conversation, the discussion, the negotiation with Alderheart at the table talk.
Yes!
Take a little bit, just a little bit
Good
of
on
role
Dennis
play just
for
to
that.
see us through to the end of November.
Murder them.
Yeah, Yeah, that's when Helvig shows his true colors. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, can I have mad props in chat and all of the love for our lovely players? These guys have been absolutely amazing. Incredible job on our first season. Mitch, have you played a D&D online before? Surely, yes.
I've played D&D before online.
But I believe for Dan and Rachel and indeed AJ, this is their first Twitch stream through to completion. Yes? No? AJ, no?
I did Cerberus.
Oh, I do apologize. Of course, yes. All right. Well, then you don't get this accolade. But Dan and Rach, you have just completed your first Twitch campaign. Congratulations.
Yeah, woo!
I remember mine. It was so 4 months ago. It's pretty epic feeling. We do this because we love it. So let us talk about favorite moments. Who wants to go first? Does anyone have a favorite self moment?
Fuck.
Again, I'll go with mine first. Mine first. I fucking love taking your eye.
Oh, of course you do.
I thought for my own, for DM's favorite moment, that was, taking the eye was really cool in a sort of the symmetry of the whole business. And I really also, because that was just a fun little moment, I really enjoy the fact that my villain has a point.
Yeah. There's depth. There's depth to it.
That's the thing I'm proudest of in this. Basically, this whole campaign actually is the complexity of the BBEG.
Yeah.
Chat, throw them up if you have favorite moments. Please throw them up in chat.
Rachel's intro.
I think just
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. That is 100% what I wrote down. All right. Straight away.
Yeah, no, that was
Rachel's
awesome.
intro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Favorite DM moments?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to tack onto the back of the crawl thing. Every time he pops up, I am filled with rage. And I can only imagine that's because you play him so fucking well. But it's just like in my gut, I want to smash my computer. It makes me crazy. So you're doing something right.
I genuinely think it's because he has a point.
He does.
He is in opposition to you, but he has a point.
Guy.
Yeah.
He's a great bad guy.
Yeah. Thank you.
I really loved Trish's parents. The fact that just both of them, how he can't show more thunder. He can't. Sorry, I'm in the middle of a storm, guys.
Yeah, it's pelting down outside. Yeah, I just got it. There you go.
Yeah, I'm under it. You're like 10 minutes away. The dad being like, no, I want to show emotion, and the Molly Weasley.
Thank you, Molly Weasley. Yeah.
Oh god, it got me, and it, especially because like Nevermore and Jude don't have mothers. And it was like, oh, okay, more tears.
Yeah, that fucked me up.
That was cute.
That's a good moment. Loved it.
Yeah, thank you.
My favorite DM moment was when Benna walked down the stairs to the cell, and it was like, okay, the plan works, and how she just kind of like commanded the room when she entered. Yeah.
I liked the shadowy figure showing up. I was like, there was a part of me that wanted so desperately to see Kesh while we were here.
Yeah.
And for Kesh to just show up suddenly with the sword to them, just being like, don't. And just, having my eye taken out. I mean, it doesn't bother me. My father has a lake and an estate and servants, so it's not a problem at all.
Financially, you can afford a regeneration.
Oh, absolutely. Nothing a spa day can't fix. But yes, it does suck to have one eye.
Yeah, definitely. See some from chat. Yeah, DM Krull is good, but I also love the parents can't decide between the two. Newton Scan, thank you. Yes, yeah, that was fun. Mark Caper, best moment, all the feels. See you, Scorp. Have a nice evening, mate. Sleep well. Any others? Goddamn hug. My feelings. Showgrill. Yeah, that was lovely. And Daddy Caper conveying emotion and pride in his child and wife. Yeah. Yeah. Those are great moments. Thank you. Let's talk about Trish, baby. Favorite Trish moment, Rach?
Oh, I liked the reunion. That was good. I don't know. I didn't know how it was gonna go, but it went really well.
Yeah, I thought, like, can you cry on command?
No. Well,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know
Boy.
what that was.
That wasn't on command. That was basically
No.
you just channeling the tears. And I was just like, oh shit, the music, Veg, is on point tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, that was perfect. He actually played me the tearjerker music before. He's like, I got this already. This is good. Go.
It
Yeah.
helped.
Yeah.
Fuck, if I heard that music, I would have been absolute shambles.
Oh.
I always have music muted so I could like focus, but fuck, I have to listen back and watch.
Yeah. Like
All I could-
I really struggle to shed tears at all. I'm such a man. But no, like the closest I've gotten in about a year is when my dog died, and I was doing the the sobby. I have the ugliest cry. It sounds horrible. I hate the sound of my tears, of my crying, but I didn't shed a tear. Water just doesn't come out of my eyes. I'm like, I'm crying. This is definitely an upset moment, but I had a little bit of moisture in there throughout that. That was, yeah, it was a beautiful moment to play, and I'm really grateful that I got to play it with you. Thank you for it. Yeah. Other favorite Trish moments?
I just like the swagger that you had where you were like, yeah, all right, well, we're walking out now. Catch you later. So just like, we got up there, I'm done talking with you, we're leaving, see ya. Just Trish trying to just walk away from it.
It was like, I think that point is being made. I was like, we're not going to let you leave. We're not going to kill you, but we're not going to let you leave. Definitely. Yeah. AJ, favorite Trish?
The badassery. God, it just so motivating. Like just Rachel in general, like from start to finish of today's episode has just been badass.
Yeah. She came in strong. She did very, very strong.
Came in strong, but it was when you were in battle and you were physically getting angry at like everything that was happening. I was like, I feel that. I feel that so much.
Yeah.
That's good.
Definitely.
My favorite Trish moment is you hiding to the corner of the cell to let and Jimbo have their thing. Just like, bye, I vanish.
That seems like forever ago.
It felt like years ago now.
Yeah, I did quite like the look on your face when you got stabbed again. Bridge 184, yeah, favorite Trish moment being stabbed before she could get up again. Newton Scan, yeah, Rachel just being the character, definitely. Channeling Trish's father, yeah. A masterpiece. The music was so good.
Sneak attack, no fucking around.
Oh, yeah. Trish's character art reminds me of one of my players' first characters. She wanted to look like a raccoon, so we made her a raccoon. Biggest scheme of things, my favorite moment is the development of Trish over the weeks. Rachel is Trish now for us as viewers. Serum76. Yeah. This is it. I'm not the kind of DM who looks to kill his players. I genuinely tried, but all the nat 20s. But I was like, I couldn't possibly kill any of them. They're all too great. I don't want to kill any of these characters. I'm too invested in my own self. Trish is awesome and a great character. Really fun to see her play. And Nova either. He doesn't do that at all. Cool. Yeah, thank you so much, chat. All right, let's talk about Mitch. favorite Nevermore moments.
Oh, honestly, it was two things for me. The way that I handled Krull. You got me so fucking angry when you took my eye. After me saying, you're no better than my father, and then he still took my eye, I was like, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. You got me so angry.
What the audience didn't say, I was getting some serious bad vibes coming through my screen in the break. I was just like, oh, they're not happy. They're not happy at all.
But Nevermore is always going to be Nevermore, and his response was to just write a strongly worded letter.
He's like, don't worry, I'm going to throw money at this problem.
Yeah, exactly. I just wrote a strongly worded letter, and I knew that it would strike a chord, just saying your sons would be disappointed in you, because I know that it was my father that was kind of responsible for fucking killing people. And like he had his sons with him as he was like traveling with a caravan. So I knew that would hit a chord with him. And just I said it in chat earlier. I've never cried from role playing before. I've been incredibly emotional, but the moment that I said this is my first time hugging a mother, that fucking broke me.
No.
That absolutely broke me. And I'm getting emotional again just thinking about it. So just the fact that our characters are so fucking developed and so real to us that we're able to evoke that emotion. It's incredible. So thank you.
The finest and coolest thing about working with this cast is the best stuff is not scripted, is not in any way planned. I didn't plan to have the capers come in. Didn't really occur to me that there would be a thing. I rely on the ability to improvise when stuff like that comes up. And when they said, I'd like to see, when Trish mentioned that earlier, I was just like, okay, this actually, we should do that. So figuring out on the fly who Lars and Yvonne are was lovely and really fun to do. And and knowing that I'm gonna get that quality coming back at me just means we get us into this competitive loop. It just gets very, very good. My favorite Nevermore moment was the your solution to the I'm grappled, all right, witch bolt the face. And you basically just create I'm imagining a Hadouken style just between your palms. But his head is between your palms. Loved it. Good use of the coin.
My favorite Nevermore moment was your pledge to Trisha's dad of saying, if she's with us, she will not die unless all of us are dead.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was like super comforting until the end. And it was like,
That's Nevermore.
I was like,
super comforting until the end.
super just straight. Like there's no bullshit with Nevermore, which I love.
Just like Jude's stories and how last week Helvig was saying, you either get a diamond or a piece of shit. When Nevermore talks, you either get something incredibly sweet or a piece of shit. So I had to it was basically something very sweet with just a little piece of shit on top.
Yeah. That's Nevermore. Something really sweet with just a little piece of shit on
just
top.
a little shit accent. Just like just to accent,
accent of shit.
Yeah, an accent of shit.
A shit accent?
The diamond.
Oh, the shit. Right.
Dan, do you have a favorite?
I feel like my favorite Nevermore moment was just how confident he is with his disposable income that isn't his.
It's just, and it's so great. It's such a spoiled rich boy response. It's like, don't worry, I'll throw money at it. Yeah.
Oh, my eye got cut out, and the three of us were like, oh, but he's like, it's fine.
It's like,
don't even worry about it. It's fine.
Minor inconvenience.
My father has a lake with boats. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, my father got very well paid for killing his son. Don't worry, it's all good.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. Technically, your son's blood is paying for my eye to be repaired.
If you think about it. Anybody else? We were all good, yes? Right?
No, I really liked you starting off the battle with a literal bang with that fucking super tank spell. That was great, just right off the bat.
We needed to get rid of it all before the end of the season anyway, so it's probably for the best.
I had like 6 things around my character.
All gone.
Like around they're all gone except for like I think 1 coin.
Nope. Oh yeah, you've got a coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have all gone as well because I used my healing today.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we have a
that nat 20 on Jimbo, but then Benna got him.
Yeah. Benna's no slouch, but you really you made her feel very unnecessary in that fight. I was like, yeah, 6 will be enough, right?
No.
I shouldn't have clustered them either. All right, favorite Nevermore. The reaction to losing the eye was great, but the speech to Jude at the end about being a hero because what they're doing is the right thing. Yeah, very much so. That was strong. The letter was exactly what I loved, not wanting to talk. Newton Scan. However, that never had a mother thing was the best Mitch moment for me. Serum 76, the level of investment you guys are throwing into this is so very visible to us on the other side, on this side of the coin. Thank you. Josh actually rolled well in a fight. He even hit Helvig. Yeah, I know, right?
He crit me.
I almost
get
like if he hadn't knocked Shyla out, he'd have been taken down. Because I almost killed Helvig. Who knew? That spell is great. I fucked up a group of level 4s with that character later on, and I played it a different way, and they were like, "That girl just won't stop." I'm like, "No." So, let's talk about Dan. Favorite Dan moment. Favorite Helvig moment.
Let's talk
feel
about
like
Dan, baby.
every single time, just Jude and Helvig, like they're trying to both navigate this like sea of emotion in adventuring and confliction, and neither have the answer, but both are like still trying to like support each other through it all. And yeah, that moment of Helvig like hugging Jude and like initiating that for everyone else to come in, I think was like my favorite Helvig moment today. Close second is tackling.
Tackling Shyla was cool. I was like, I really don't want this to work, but this is good. It's a solid use of a pair of coins. One, I wouldn't have let it, but 2, I'm like, yeah, this is about right. And
it's like, what's a not too aggressive action I can take?
Yeah, no, that was good. My favorite was offering to send the animal messenger to Trish's parents. That was really nice. That was really sweet. And it speaks to who Helvig is. He's just a nice boy who didn't want any of this. And he's not like Jude in that he's in any way competent. Like his successes have been very accidental and quite unusual, and every now and again fucking wicked. But like Jude is a terrifying combatant. Helvig can be equally dangerous, but it's not his default setting, whereas Jude goes to anger quicker. But it's lovely to see both of them navigate this unexpectedly treacherous. It feels like with both of them, they came into this hero business with a very sort of heroes are good and everybody respects heroes and likes them for what they do mentality, which is fair because it's entirely based on storybooks. And it's lovely to see how the two of you deal with the reality of that situation in very different manners and comfort each other through it. And you're both kids just finding your way through a treacherous sea of very difficult situations. Yeah, that's what I liked about Helvig. It's like my Helvig this season. Yeah. Other people.
I found it funny that Helvig had an issue and had difficulty calling Trisha's mum by their first name. Because that is something that I still to this day, as
Oh, it's so weird.
As a like 34-year-old adult, still have trouble calling people's parents by their first names. I still default to Mr. and Mrs. blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I feel that. I feel that on like a connection level for sure.
My friend James's dad is called Max. He calls him Max. James has never called Max Dad, but I'm like, Mr. Hipkins. Yeah. Mr. Hipkins is the mayor of Netherlands. I'm like, you're Mr. Hipkins. Sorry, you're not Max. You're never going to be Max. I don't even know how James does Max. I wouldn't call my dad Simon. That'd be weird.
Hey, Simon.
Sup, Simon.
Hate it.
I really liked when Helvig apologized to Benna for waking her up. That was cute.
Yes.
That was precious.
My favorite Helvig moment was knocking out, I forgot what her name was.
Shyla.
Shyla, but like intentionally not hurting.
Bop.
Bopping her on her head for 1 hit point. Yeah.
Helvig handled that situation really well, and I think Jude noticed.
Yeah, definitely. Is that it for Helvig? Let's have a look in chat. Sorry to wake you up to save the world and stuff. Firewing Mamba. Favorite Helvig. This man is still a mystery when it comes to his origins. God, you secret keeper, you.
There is so much mystery to Helvig still.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
And Veg is actually the only other person who knows even a little bit. Yeah.
I said
Bridge
what I said this
184. The Jude
I have
Helvig
my suspicions for sure.
The Jude Helvig relationship has gotten so good, but the best moment for me was him saying to Mama Caper that there was a method to hugging him. I want to say you got the impression, Helvig, that Mama Caper has hugged every kind of thing.
Okay.
She's a pro hugger. She does this like hugging is one of the 3 best things she does. Like she cooks potatoes, she hugs people, and she cooks other potatoes.
Mama Caper needs an
Mama
award.
Caper. Hey?
Mama Caper needs an award.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Mama Caper is the best mom.
Humblewood champion of hugs.
The way he handled Charlotte for me, I don't want the guy to wake up before I say so, but I don't want him to die. Yeah, Newton scan. Yeah, definitely.
Newton's onto me.
I saw a lovely level of investment. Oh no, it must have been after that. Frisky, I have found a D&D streamer group. I'm so happy. Frisky, we're happy to have you. You've joined us for our final session, so you're going to have to go to one of the other many shows on this channel if you want to continue enjoying us. But on Thursdays, which is our next show, AJ runs the Academy of Xandar.
Over here.
And that one is also really fucking good. And if you like my face, I'll be there on Friday. Yeah, we've got stuff. Hang around. You can hear about all the things. Let's just finish this up. I think that's all of the Helvig ones. Let's go finally to favorite Jude moments.
Oh,
Oh,
favorite Jude moment today. Jude swore.
Yeah, you did.
when? What did you say?
You did. You said
I called
motherfucker.
Jimbo a motherfucker, and it's because he reminded Jude of one of her brothers when he started patronizing her and like doing cruel things, like stabbing Trish. Jude went full like this is someone who's like not.
You just
in my-
heard somebody I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it never occurred to Jude that she just heard somebody he liked.
Yeah. She was mad. She was
Yeah.
so freaking mad, and he was like yelling at her, and she got flashbacks, and she was just like, no. And she called him a name that she'd heard from her brothers. So
Yeah, wow. Mine was actually going to be exactly the same, but in reverse. Having that, like, oh, yeah, getting so worked up, getting so irritated because I'm like, I'm in Jimbo's head at the time, and I'm like, what are you saying? He was like, you started this. I'm like, he's like, no, we didn't. We definitely fucking didn't. And you just killed my boss. You literally tried to slice him in half. And you're like, oh, and he's like, all right, fine, this is happening. Yeah, he responded in exactly the same way you did for almost exactly the same reasons. And getting that from him and having that interaction was my favorite. I don't know if it was my favorite. It was my favorite. Like, I don't want to say it's my favorite because it wasn't a particularly positive one. There was a lot of anger there. But it was a really cool moment because we both felt that on behalf of our characters. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. For me, that was fun. Yeah. Yeah. Roll for damage, making grown men cry is harder to play. Yeah, fucking balled in that one. Damn it. Yeah. Anybody else?
I just liked Jude's struggle with everybody's impression of us. And I can definitely connect with that as well. So, yeah, it is a struggle. And yeah, Jude, yeah, I liked how you role played that for sure.
Thank you. It was emotional.
Yeah, so much emotion.
Rach, Dan?
Well, I was gonna say that moment at the end too, because it was fucking awesome. But to say another good thing, that big fucking combo spell with the coin was a really cool way to use it. Just like getting everything done. It was
63
badass.
damage. Ooh.
Badass.
Yeah. 63, that is a record, I
was a
think,
lot.
for this as well.
I don't remember mine. It was like 46 times.
Yours
2,
was
at
60.
least.
Yours was 60, but it was the same, basically the same dice, but it didn't add a proficiency
I think.
because it was a spell. It was 10d6. Yours was 5d6 doubled,
Right. Yeah.
which
yeah.
was 60, and AJ's got to 60 in a different manner, and then added 3. Yeah, 63 is the max damage so far for this campaign.
Well, I dealt 96 damage. Thank you very much.
About to say thank you. Yes, unless you count Mitchell's. Although that being said, if the Spirit Guardians had gone on a little longer, the cumulative damage of that would have been pretty high.
That Spirit Guardians is terrifying.
Yeah, I've read a couple of things where people say, "I think I'm underestimating the spell." I'm like, you definitely fucking are. It's amazing.
15
When you were
foot's
like,
incredible.
she cast Spirit Guardians, I was like, no, you need to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was gonna do it a turn. I should have cast it when she healed Nameless Peon 1. Enrico or whatever his name was. Trish, Rachel, favorite Jude?
Spell.
That.
Oh, sorry, of course.
me
The
now.
boss spell.
I do
The
apologize.
boss
I know somebody said it.
It was me. I think there's just so much emotion today, but I'll steer from the ones that people have already said and go with that. Jude was very active in trying to get Jimbo at the beginning.
That was so cute.
In terms of like, oh yeah, Jude has like a weird awkward relationship with Major Beans, and now she's like, here we go, let's make things happen. Just so that maybe we can get out of here or something. I don't know. I'm not Jude.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she was trying to achieve with that.
But I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready for mood lighting. I'm all here for it.
It's the power of the
You
Bane.
know what? It completely added to the flip of Jude.
Yeah, she was like, "This is someone I kind of liked, maybe."
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And then in her mind, she was just so thrown.
Yeah.
It's easy to be emotional as Jude because there's so much trauma in the
Jude
background.
doesn't have a lot of filter left.
Nope.
I was gonna say, because I actually had another. because Nevermore was already doing it. I was like, do I need to come in here? Do I want to add anything to this? But I did, and I had a character who was there and ready to do it, and Kesh got to come in and have that hands on the shoulder moment. And also because she's like, yeah, I got to do the pay it forward. I got to she got to help free you guys after you freed her. That was really fun. And then getting to have her come back and say, no, you're good people. Was lovely. And yeah, I love role playing with you guys. So let's have a look at chat. Jude should have sliced him in half, I think. Yeah, well, look. Fave Jude, genuine emotional reactions at the end of the fighting. I love Jude's voice. Ragnar64, AJ is so consistent in the delivery, so good. Yeah, AJ is a very consistent person. You should tune into Academy of Xandar. She does a whole host of other voices. After battle crying and swearing. Newton scan. Serum76, favorite Jude moment. Well, thanks to AJ, I have no fucking idea. Couldn't see through the tears. Cat emoji crying, cat emoji crying. Jude moment was either the 63 damage on the 1 hit point guy. Yeah, that was fun. The entire after battle scene or the bushy tails. Yes. Oh, fuck yeah. That was actually, yeah. The must touch it. Yeah.
I was like, oh no, but it was too slow.
The way my puppy gets around a rabbit. Must touch. Just want to be friends.
I don't know if that's rude, Jude. I don't know if that's rude to touch somebody's tail.
Firewing Mamba. My favorite moment was when the amazing cast and the incredible DM got together and cooked up the idea for a new campaign on Roll for Damage called Flocks and Fire. Aww. Mother of Bunnies, Jude reaching for the fluffiest of tails.
The Jude saw the
Dr.
ocarina.
Colossus, always gotta love it when Jude plays the ocarina. No, and I loved Nevermore's, because it was so long ago, I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, I forgot about that as well. I was crying. I was like,
Oh, the papa.
Oh, Papa.
I have a papa.
Puppy.
That was fun. I always love the ocarina, but also I really wanted to roleplay the puppet show. The puppet show. With
I just wanted to get on, you know.
I know. I know. I don't know what I would have done.
So, ladies and gents, that is it. Oh, you were too excited to stay here. Gotta stay and be adorable. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end. Or is it the beginning? Because what is really cool is that the Deck of Many are releasing Humblewood Book 2. There is a whole fucking continent that they are building, so I don't have to. And they're releasing like 4 more races for it as well. Very exciting. Hopefully, I need to get onto them about that. It's not in the current list. I'll put it that way. I think a penguin is though, which looks.
Oh my god!
That's great.
If it isn't, they need to look to that as well because everybody just reacted. Meggie Wolf, jolly good show as always. Thank you, Meggie. So we are going to do our sign-offs. Everybody tell everybody out there in the lovely Twitch communities who you are and what you do and where you can be found. Rachel, we'll go with you last because everybody was too overawed by you first time. So we'll go back the other way. AJ, do you have it in yourself right now?
To promote
to
myself?
tell us who you are. Yes.
Yeah. Always.
You looked a little like you were still dealing with Jude stuff.
Oh, always. Jude's a part of me now. So anything Jude feels, I feel. But I'm AJ Winters. You can find me on Instagram where I'll keep you up to date with all the creative things I'm doing. There are a lot of things coming up, so I'm going to rush through them really, really quickly. I have the table talks for this in 2 weeks. I have Thursday nights, I DM the Academy of Xandar here on Roll for Damage at 8 p.m. AWST. And this coming episode is going to be very, very vital since a Harrow event went off last episode. So now we're about to hit the impact of what that did and what happened. And let's just say Ty did some very interesting stunts and I don't know what's going to happen with the group. So tune in. I'm also in a fringe show in February called AJ's Box. I will give you more information later, but I'm going to leave it vague. And I'm also starting a YouTube channel very, very, very soon, which is going to be where I do some world building, which people from the community have asked me about in regards to Academy and in regards to the creative works that I do. So those are everything, I think.
Cool.
But you'll find out on Instagram.
Instagram Bobby time.
Instagram.
Grabby Bobby time.
Come and watch.
Yeah. Dan, tell us about yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Dan. You can find me as D-Rep on the Twitch chat sometimes, and on Roll for Damage's Discord. Come and hang out, because otherwise I am as elusive as Cash was in that fight. I don't really have so elusive. I don't really have much social media presence for most of the things I do are in the for real's life meets pace. But I do love you all, and thank you for being on this journey with us and being through all the feels and all the revelations, and it's kind of bittersweet that it's over for now. And I kept my promise to the gods that no one will die until I say so. So, you know,
you did do that.
That's me.
Mitch, tell us about yourself, you big old Viking, you.
Alrighty. Hey everybody, I'm Big Viking Mitch. You will find me as Big Viking Mitch on both Twitter and on Twitch, because I've just taken up streaming again. I want to say from the absolute fucking bottom of my heart to everybody that is watching right now, whether you've been here from the first session, whether you came in halfway through this session, there has been so much love for this campaign, and I have so much love for this campaign. This is, I know the best role-playing group that I've had the absolute honor to play with, but I feel like by far, and I'm so fucking grateful that I had the experience and that I was asked to come along and play with all of you, because it's been an absolute fucking experience for sure. I'd also like to point out that this, as you know, is not going to be the end of Humblewood. There's going to be another season, but you will be seeing me again relatively soon, as I will be playing in a short little, it's kind of like a 2-session game pretty soon. And I'm playing something that is basically the complete opposite of Nevermore. I'm playing a 9-foot-tall barbarian, so as opposed to a wizard that is a bird. So come and keep your eyes peeled on social medias, jump in the Discord, and also keep your eyes peeled and your ears open for early next year as well, because there may be some things happening on that front as well. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Yes, absolutely. Rachel, everybody brace yourselves. Rachel is about to tell us all about her.
Yo, what up, Rach? Do it. Yeah.
I think I used up most of my manic energy, but I'll try and summon some. Okay. Hello!
Dead.
You know, you can't hear.
My name is Rachel Fuka. You can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Rachel Fuka, and you'd better do both. I need the numbers, boy. And I do assorted projects, like a fringe show next year in January called The B-Plot Girls. It's a musical comedy. It's gonna be funny. And I also wrote a book. It's a sci-fi book called The Rings of Mars, and it comes out in February. Follow me in the places so I can give you the links when they happen. Bye.
Yes.
That's you're scaring the children. Oh my God. That is, of course, Rachel, you're now trapped in that. You need to now introduce yourself like that from now on.
I'm
forever.
so glad I've done this to myself.
Rach the Barbarian.
No regrets.
Yeah, no regrets at all. You're a joy. Never change.
Thank you.
Says Karen. Yeah, that's Rachel. Ladies and gentlemen, Mesdames et Messieurs, Damen und Herren, beings of indeterminate gender and persuasion, I am Josh the Pirate, and I have been your humble DM and storyteller for this evening and for this campaign. If you enjoyed my face and voice tonight, you can find me on Game on Australia on Friday nights, where I play in the Eberron campaign. She's like, oh, fingers are delicious. You can go back on the floor. Where I play in the Eberron campaign as Melchizedek, alongside the dead Aussie gamer, the dreaded GM, and Shrogril, who is in chat. And Vegemite Dangerous is our noble DM. If you... Yes, alternatively, if you like the majestic voice, but you could stand to turn the face down a bit, I am also part of There Be Dragons. We're a 5e D&D podcast in a fantasy gunpowder setting where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Skern Felspar and his little dragon, Crush. However, and I am allowed to announce this, there will be a two-shot coming up very soon on the channel on Roll for Damage, in which Mr. Mitch and the lovely and terrifying Rachel and I will be playing as something, I'm only going to tell you that a character from Humblewood, an NPC from Humblewood, will be making an appearance. Ooh, we will tell you more. We will have more to tell at the table talks, which are not not next Monday, but the Monday after. We're going to have a week off to recharge. Rachel's lost a lot of energy in the last 20 minutes. 30 seconds. If you like like Rachel, I also have a fringe show. Like AJ, I also have a fringe show. I'm involved in a little bit in helping theirs get off the ground as well a bit, but I am also the producer and puppeteer of Pupperotica, one of the two Pupperotica puppeteers. Pupperoticateers? Yes, I like that. I'm keeping that.
Ooh,
I am a Pupperoticateer. Pupperoticateer. Yes. Josh the Pirate, I am Yusuf, I am Brad, I am Bruce, I am many puppets and many voices, and they are all very silly. I am Professor Ivan Yusefinov. You can come and check us out at Fringe. We will be in the same venue as the B-Plot Girls, Rachel's show, on the same nights. So you could double build that shit. And there'll be like an hour and a half in between where you can go and have dinner and then you come back and watch our show. A fucking amazing night. Yeah, and it's on Monday, so you could even just come and hang out with Humblewood crew in mid to late Jan. Fuck yeah, on Monday night. That's what you do. And then you wait a couple of weeks, and then you come on another Monday night and see AJ's show. God damn, it's going to be a good Fringe. I'm hard and excited for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, sorry.
Wait.
I'm just excited. I'm not hard at all. I'm excited but flaccid for that.
Hard gap.
For everybody, thank you so much for watching and playing. Thank so much to the Deck of Many for sponsoring this channel. Thank you, Brepai, for the amazing artwork. We will be using it again because they did all survive. We will be back for season 2 mid next year.
Flaccid.
I need to also thank the hardest working person on this channel, the amazing producer Veg, for his incredible on-point music, his just damn fine producing, keeping us all looking fine, sounding fine, turning us on and off at almost exactly the right moments. He does most of the maps now. I don't even have to find and source the maps anymore. He's just like, yeah, I got you covered, player. So, we need to thank that guy. Love in the chat for Veg. Hearts in the chat for Veg. All of the chats. All of the Veg.
Yes.
Mother of Bunnies. # excited but flaccid. Oh no, that's my soft gap.
Know how it feels. Know how it feels.
Can't be flaccid going into the soft gap.
I
That
am-
does not work.
I am proud
It's a
and I
state of
stay with
being,
it.
Rage.
It is very excited,
Excited
but
but
flaccid. It is
flaccid.
a state of being. So is soft gap. Let's be honest.
I can only pinch the bridge of my nose so hard. Right?
Veg, I think. Please save me from myself. Have I forgotten anybody? We need to definitely come back next this Saturday for the Scales Above Nova's amazing campaign.
Dear God, yes, you do.
Dear Lord. And catch the fuck up on YouTube. Check us out on the socials. Veg, tell us more about yourself. Tell us more about the things. You do it. Take it away. I'm too excited and flaccid.
Yes, you are, and I'm so
Yes, I
glad
am.
you are. I am Vegemite Dangerous, in case you didn't catch that being spammed all through chat. I am Veg. I'm the dude who's in chat. I'm the dude who's running things behind the scene here. And as Josh pointed out, I do a lot of work, but I do it all for the love. I do it all here for you guys in chat, and we couldn't do this without you. Last week at this point in time, I was thanking everyone for helping us hit 2,000. But
What are we up to?
fuck me, right? Like this week,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
sitting here going, this Jesus Christ, Josh. Stop. I can only be so erect.
Sorry.
I'm thanking everybody this week for helping us hit 3,000. It has been an absolute ball. I'm going to say it now anyway, because I want to thank her again. We couldn't have done it without the help of Dingo Doodles on the weekend. And if you want to see her again, I believe we have something special lined up. Because Nova isn't done. So, you know.
Nova's never done.
Nova's never done. Nova's always got something going on. He's amazing. So come along and watch The Scales Above on Saturday morning for you guys here in Australia, or Friday night for you guys in America. It is absolutely amazing, and it's been super fun to watch it ramp up to where it is now. And the Viking thing that we mentioned earlier. Yeah, there's 3 people on screen which are doing that, and there's someone sitting behind the screen who is also going to be a player in that. And I can't bloody well wait. And to answer the question that Firewing Mamba had, our DM is the Doom Donkey, returning to the
member of the
DMC.
crew is,
Spoiler alert,
Reese
Reese.
from Nerds of the
Nerds
West.
of the West. Absolutely amazing. So we have like a full-on crew of amazing peeps to play what we've dubbed a Viking two-shot. It's gonna be amazing. Come and ask us in Discord about, you know, what we're playing. Maybe we'll give you some secrets, maybe all that kind of stuff. And stick around, because I'm also going to be posting up a bunch of maps that I made for this campaign and other campaigns for you guys to use on your own. So, you know, it's what I do in my spare time. You guys can have it for free. It's good. Anywho, when we end a stream, we do what, guys?
Pass the
Pass the love.
That's right. We pass across the love. We
High
have
five,
a
AJ.
community member, right? Air 5.
Ooh.
Virtual 5.
Virtual.
We have a community member on tonight, and it's always lovely to send you guys on to one of our community members. And he's a player in the Scales Above. He's returned to streaming recently, and he's playing Legend, which I believe is a variant of Total War Warhammer. So it's kind of on brand. We're going to go raid Agent number 1.
Yes.
So we're going to take all you guys are going to bring all that love. We're going to bundle it up in a big bag, and we're going to throw it at his face in love hearts and raid emotes and any kind of emoji that you can muster up.
Throw that
But-
love. Throw it hard.
Throw it hard. Throw it flaccid.
Throw a big, hard lump of love in his face. Agent would understand. He's Canadian. He'll love this style of humor. I'm so
They're
confused.
very polite and apologetic.
Hashtag hard cap.
Hashtag hard gap, yeah. But we
Hard
will
gap.
say goodbye for now and see you again in 2 weeks for a table talks where we'll talk about the story, our opinions, and do some fucking roleplay, bitches.
Yeah.
So guys,
No murder.
say your final goodbyes for now.
Final goodbyes for now.
Final goodbyes for now. Flaccid.
Bye. Stay flaccid, guys.
Stay
Yeah.
flat.